What's happening? What's the deal, y'all? We up in this thing. Ace Pit, what's happening? Oh, this is a late night stream, low key, huh? Low key, this is a late nighters. Shout out to the late nighters, man. Oh, what the heck? Hold on, wait, what? Oh, the volume was up over there. Okay. Shout out to the late nighters up in this thing, man. Shout out to y'all. Everybody fall up in here, man. We gonna get you through about let's see. I'm gonna try to do like 3 hours a night. I'm gonna try to bang out to like 12:30. 12:30 is my cutoff. I would say 12, but I started a little late. So we're gonna try to do a 3-banger, man. Let's aim for a 3-banger. Knock out as many as we can knock out. I got some cool ones right here. I got some cool ones we gonna watch. We just gonna chill. If this is your first time here, man, this is ABP Reactions Live. We just go live. We watch reactions. These are videos that y'all send to me, that y'all submit to me. I save them. And yeah, man, we gonna check them out. So tonight, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got some good ones. I don't know if I'm gonna do all 7 though. It might be possible. It might be possible. It might not be. But these are the ones we're going to run through right here. At least attempt to go. I'm only realistically like, you know what? I ain't going to put a number on it, man. We just going to vibe. We just going to vibe, man. We just going to vibe. Mr. Vinny T, what's happening, man? Mary's dad, what's going on? Tina Baby, Spider-Man, live feed, MJG. I see y'all in the motherfucking chat, nigga. I see y'all in the chat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Derek A, Nautica War Chief. What's up, my boy? Yeah, Westside LaRon is in the building. Popcorn in the chat, man. Popcorn in the chat. Y'all know how we do it over here, man. It's all about reactions. We're going to get over here, knock out some of these reactions, see what's going on. And this Dare one right here, I want to get into this Dare one. I'm going to watch that after the NBA Youngboy, though. But y'all remember the Dare program? To keep kids off drugs? So this is a video that's supposed to be like exposing what was really behind that. And I'm like, damn, was it something behind it that we didn't know? I mean, they was at every elementary, and they used to bring those bumper stickers. You remember back in the 90s, everybody had the Dare bumper sticker on their cars? Dare to keep kids off drugs. But I guess it's a little more, you know what I mean, than the eye can see that was behind that. So we're going to get into that. NBA Youngboy got the key to Atlanta. Atlanta came out and said, we didn't get that nigga no goddamn key. That was Fulton County. That was Fulton County, nigga. Not the city of Atlanta, boy. So we're going to see what's going on with that story real quick. We're going to watch that. We're going to kick it off with that. That's going to be a warm-up. Then we're going to get into the Dare. Then we're going to get into a crime one. You know what I mean? Psychopath lures cop in his house of horror. We're going to get into a crime one. Boom. Then we're going to come up out of that. And we're going to go, you know what? This is what I want to do. I think I want to go to the hoods of Milwaukee before I go to the Master P. I'm going to go inside the hoods of Milwaukee, Tommy G. I want to see what's going on out there. You feel me? And then we're going to take it on down south, inside Master P and Pimp C's Violent Beef. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to get over there and see what's... This is all No Limit versus Cash Money anthems. You know, that shit is coming up. So I'm like, I found some, you know, the New Orleans shit. The real story, how Mystical got life in prison. Let's watch that. And then, I don't know if I'm going to make it past that. But if we do, it's the YouTuber YM Bape sentenced to life in prison after hiring a hitman to take out his ops. That YM Bape nigga used to go viral. He used to go viral as fuck. I know he got arrested, but I didn't know why. So that's why that one was interesting to me. So, you know, it's all good. So there we have it, man. We're going to have a good night. Make sure you know, if you at work, make sure everything is good. Make sure, you know what I mean, whatever you got going is good so you can relax and watch this right now. Enjoy yourself. If you're on that road right now, man, I'm about to give your ass 3 hours, nigga, of greatness. Of greatness, motherfucker. As only the highest can do. You dig? All right? So let's get into it, man. Well, let's get into it. Hey, I need everybody to like this video first off, man. I'm going to be pushing the line on getting these likes because I need my likes, man. Make sure y'all smash that like, man. We're going to keep this going. This is episode 10. I've been going live, what, like 4 days in a row, 5 days? Come on, man. God damn, give me some credit here, man. I'm going live every day, damn near, man. Come on, fuck with me. Give me a like. Give me a like. Give me a like. Give me a like. All right? And we're going to keep this shit rocking, man. Shout out to all the Kicksiders in the building. You know what I'm saying? This is where this shit come from, man. This the day ones, Kicksiders and shit. We doing these reactions live, so let's do it up, man. 2-3, what's happening? I see you, Tucci, what's going on? Flo in this motherfucker. Dom on your dime, what's going on, man? I see you, Sexy Nay up in this motherfucker. What's happening? Yeah, we gonna get into it right now, y'all. So, yeah, get your volume up, turn your headphones up, turn your car up, your truck radio, whatever, and we finna get into it, man. Let's kick it off with this right here, though. We gonna kick it off with this.
NBA YoungBoy just received a...
Hold on, we gonna kick it off with this one right here, y'all. NBA YoungBoy, key to the city, Atlanta. Let's go. All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is called They Gave YoungBoy the Key to Atlanta, and he immediately dissed Lil Durk. Let's get into it.
NBA YoungBoy just received the key to the city of Atlanta, with city officials getting up on stage mid-concert, praising YoungBoy for pushing the narrative that people should stop the violence, told him that they appreciated him, and then right after, he performed his notorious diss song, I Hate YoungBoy, about Durk, in the same city where King Von died. So, is this a genuine move towards peace, or just optics for YoungBoy in the city of Atlanta? Well, today, that's what I want to talk about. Let's go ahead and jump into it. You know, it's crazy to think how far NBA YoungBoy has come and how much chaos still seems to follow him everywhere he goes. We're talking about a rapper who's only in his mid-20s, but he's already one of the biggest artists in the world. YoungBoy does ridiculous numbers on...
Real quick, what would make you think that they would give NBA YoungBoy the key to the city? What would be the reason why? Why did he earn key to the city, in your opinion? If you was in charge of your city you in right now, why would you give NBA YoungBoy key to your city? For what reason? Put in the chat right now.
Everything he puts out. He has millions of fans around the world, multiple platinum #1 albums, and yet he's still kind of looked at by a lot of people as hip-hop's wild card. YoungBoy has always kind of had like a dual identity, the reclusive, emotional side that fans love, and then the reckless side that always seems to keep him just one headline away from disaster. Bro has had federal cases, been on house arrest, had beefs with half the industry, and somehow he still manages to come out on top. Here recently, he's been on his Make America Slime Again tour, which has been a phenomenal success. It's his first major tour in a very long time because all of his legal trouble kept him from touring. And while we've seen some...
That's hilarious. He said he'd give him the key to the city because they need the YNs to vote. You get a second the key to the city. Like, what the fuck? Hey, man, NBA YoungBoy has definitely been like the bad boy of hip hop for this generation. He's like the rebel, you know what I'm saying? Always going to jail, always in some drama and some beef. And yeah, man, I mean, you know, the kids love him. The kids love him. Somebody even went as far as calling him this generation's Tupac. What do y'all think about that?
Drama from him going on this tour in certain cities, like the canceled shows, bringing Lil Tim out on stage with him at every single show that he's done, little things like that. For the most part, though, everything has ran smoothly. And like I said at the beginning, he did his show last night in Atlanta, and to everybody's surprise, city officials came out on stage and actually praised YoungBoy for helping push the message of stopping the violence, right? Some people were confused about seeing this, and some people understood why they were seeing it. So I want to show y'all that clip real quick and then talk about it.
Put that guest mic on, though. ATL. I am Jerry Clark, a.k.a. the legendary Jerry. How you doing, man? And I got a few elected officials here that I want to introduce. We have something special for our young brother Cantrell. We have State Rep Inga Willis. We have Floyd County Commissioner Mr. Marvin Arrington. And we we have Fulton County
What the hell? Does a goddamn official just throw up a gang sign?
probate judge, Judge Kenya Johnson. And they got something special for our young brother right here.
How are you, my young brother?
I'm doing fine.
We want to thank you and let you know that we see you. We appreciate you, not just for everything that you've done in the community, but for everything that you're about to do. We want you to know that we recognize the power that you have.
This is some Atlanta shit if you ever seen some. Like, look at their officials, bro. They up there. They look like some niggas. They some niggas for sure. They up there throwing up gang signs. Nigga up there in the goddamn Versace and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and tracksuits and all that. That is amazing, man. Shout out to Atlanta, bro.
And that you can assist us with helping our community eliminate gun violence in our schools. And help us create a safe environment for our children. And if you
Huh? Young boy helped y'all create a safe environment for y'all children. There gotta be more context to this. He must have donated some money or something. Because what the fuck is she talking about? He created a safe environment for their children. He had to have donated some money. That's what I know. She ain't talking about his music. Like it gotta be some money donated somewhere. Cause I don't see them coming out just giving him this because of his music. Hell no.
for this community.
I really appreciate you for it. And by y'all doing this for me, I want to say stuff because I want to be honest with y'all. No, I don't tell guys no more. And my legs, I haven't cleaned my legs and they still kind of hard, very violent. But I'm aiming to do the right thing. I'm on the right track. It ain't really make no stop there. Get in my way. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm here. Ain't nothing gonna get in between. So I just wanted to be honest with you. But I really appreciate this. So the next step is fixing my lyrics. The guns, they've been out of my way. I'm protected, but I don't really choke. I don't really keep it in my hand like that. And I think you should keep it that way too on some real nigga shit, my friend. I'ma let you finish that.
We honor you on behalf of the great state of Georgia for everything that you are and the man that we are witnessing you become. We honor you from the county of Fulton County, from Commissioner Marvin Arrington. This is your probate judge, Judge Kenya Johnson.
For encouraging young people to never bring a gun to school.
What? Oh. NBA YoungBoy encourages young kids to never take a gun to school. Is that real? Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? NBA YoungBoy be saying don't take a gun to school to the kids? Who listened to NBA YoungBoy when y'all heard him say that? Because what the fuck? I never heard him say that.
Thank you, man. Much love.
Atlanta, make some noise!
Hell no. This is crazy.
All right, so they give him the key to the city. They, say they appreciate him helping push the message of stop the violence. And then ironically, before they even finished walking off the stage, YoungBoy immediately started performing for the first time since he's been on tour, his song, I Hate YoungBoy, which is a direct diss to Lil Durk and them.
I was the first time ever niggas say, hey, check this out. Check it out. I've been falling. What you talking about, nigga? Huh? They got nobody else here in your bus stop. Tell me what's wrong with me. Ain't no real J-Sound. I'm really
You know, that should be crazy when artists be thinking like, you know, in their city when I know this ain't Chicago, it's Atlanta, but you know, I guarantee the same shit will probably be the same. If you go in Chicago and he perform this song, the arena gonna erupt just like this. And Eric, because this is everybody know the song. They're gonna erupt just like this in Lil Durk's own city. And as an artist, you be thinking like, my city love me, nigga. My city would never. These motherfuckers in your city don't give a fuck about you, man. What the fuck? They don't give a fuck about you, man.
Now, normally he does have this song play, or he has had this song play when he's finishing his tour as he's leaving the stage, but he's never performed it in front of anybody. But for some reason, he chose Atlanta to be the city where he did that, the city where King Von was shot and killed. And yes, he did have Lil Tim up on the stage with him while he was doing that. And all right after getting the key to the city for pushing a narrative of stopping the violence. So it kind of feels like he saved this performance and this song for Atlanta. Now,
he for sure was going to do this in Chicago. That's why he wanted to go to Chicago and get this off.
Depending on how you look at it, this moment really could mean two completely different things. If you're a fan, you might say he's just being himself. It's his song. He's showing that people can evolve, do good in their community, and still stand on what they've been through. But a lot of people watching said that it kind of feels tone deaf. It feels like he just took a piece of wood and then threw it straight into the fire. And that's where the divide with Youngboy has always been showing, at least for the last couple of years. He lives in this constant contradiction. 1 minute he's preaching stop the violence, and the next he's rapping about spinning blocks and dissing dirt in the heart of the city that King Von was killed in. You could call it authenticity. You could call it irony. I mean, it's almost poetic in the most chaotic.
He dissing Gucci Mane on the song too, ain't he? I believe he was dissing Gucci Mane too.
Way possible. I mean, that's the thing with these gangster drill rappers who get in these type of beefs. They make it hard to separate the artist from the art because a lot of what they rap about is based in real life stories, you know? But here's what I kind of think about it, right? It's possible for Youngboy to have felt the way he felt when he recorded them songs and still feel that way today, and also simultaneously not want anybody else to ever have to feel that way, right? Both things can be true at the exact same time. What I do know is that stopping the violence isn't a message that Youngboy has just started speaking about.
He was dissing, Lil Durk. He was dissing Gucci Mane, 21 Savage, Lil Baby. That's why he had to get that off. He in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. They're going to say I was scared to perform it if I don't do this. If I don't do it, they're going to say I was scared. I'm NBA Youngboy. I'm like the thug life. I'm the Tupac of this generation to these young kids. I got to do this shit. This is on brand for me. I got to go to these niggas' city and perform my diss records on these niggas. That's why he wanted to go to Chicago so bad, too. I guarantee it. So he could get that off, nigga. I went to your city and did this shit, nigga. You didn't do nothing, nigga. Nobody touched me, nigga. Because that's how he be popping it. Youngboy be popping it.
Back when he first started this tour, he did a show in Dallas, and while he was in Dallas, he donated, I believe, $100,000 to a couple of different nonprofits that work to help reduce gun violence, right? I don't know if y'all seen this when it happened, but he went on the news and everything.
Oh, that's what he doing. I see what's going on.
Towards reducing violent crime. Manifest Freedom is one which invests in entrepreneurs who have been impacted by the criminal legal system. The second group, Urban Specialist, partners with neighborhoods impacted by crime to help reduce gang violence.
Basically just to help try to stop the crime. You know, a lot of people be getting hurt, so it ain't really cool at this point to me. So I just want to help in any way I could.
So anytime you have a
that nigga cap as a motherfucker. NBA Youngboy cap as a motherfucker, man.
Mega star like this who is saying, man, we care about communities enough that we'll donate to the cause. That's sending messages throughout America that redemption and transformation is real for these young people. Because a lot of them young people find themselves in the shoes of feeling like they NBA Youngboy, and then just showing this side to show them that it's another side to what he's doing, and it's another heart, and that if you stuck in the middle of it, you have the option, you have the choice to make a pivot and do what's right. And I think this sends a huge message to kids who listen to his music across the world.
Now, this actually happened back on August 31st of this year, right? So really just a couple of weeks ago. I didn't see nobody covering this or talking about this, but it's not the only time that YoungBoy has donated to these types of causes. He's donated on several different occasions, and stopping the violence is something that he has been speaking on, not in his music, but in interviews for years now.
It seems like people just want to do things for clout, as they say.
They got babies killing babies, man. That shit.
Yeah.
But they got niggas that's 16 to walk up on you and switch you down.
Yeah.
That shit backwards.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it. It's another bitch ass nigga though, who provoking this young nigga to walk up on you and hit you with this bitch though. Just cause he ain't really cut like that himself for to just walk up on you and just spank you right here. So he gonna tap Youngin. He know Youngin ain't got no mind. He know Youngin finna pop you in front of everybody.
Right.
No
Impressionable.
type of kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this shit just backwards. It's like I don't even want to
you
talk
see the
about
youth
that shit.
being taken advantage of in these
Yeah, man. Hey, stop the violence, man.
Right.
If you do something, just make sure it got a very good meaning, like the right reason. But
do something with intention.
Yeah.
Get your issue off, my boy. He doing it the right way, at least, y'all. Like, shit, if I'm gonna go on these interviews, I'm gonna make sure I'm pushing this line at my judge, the judge who watching me, and, you know, they want me to push. Shit, fuck it. Now, do y'all think he mean everything he's saying? Maybe. Maybe not. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the chat.
Hey, stop the violence. Hey, look at me. I could promise you it's a bigger side of life. Stop the violence. You could be a rich nigga, you hear me? I could promise you. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna tell you what's in my bank account, bitch, but hey, stop the violence. You hear me? Thank you.
All right, so this is something that YoungBoy has.
That nigga like the Joker, bro. You know how the Joker, like, you know what I mean? Saying all this shit with a smile. He don't mean none of this shit he's saying. Yeah, stop the violence. Yeah, you bitch. Don't ask about what's in my account. Stop the violence, though. You know what I'm saying? Then I go in this booth. I gun a nigga down. Shoot a nigga in the face. Fuck a nigga playing with me.
Been
Shoot a nigga,
vocal
fuck
about
her.
in things
Pow,
other
pow.
than music throughout the years. But you see, that's the thing about all of this. Moments like this show the weird space that we're in right now. City officials need somebody like YoungBoy. They need someone who's actually cool, who the youth look up to, who can deliver a message that the politicians just can't get to the youth on their own. They need somebody like YoungBoy to be their voice. They can hold press conferences all day long, but when NBA YoungBoy says stop the violence, it hits different for the youth. And so for me, when I look at this, I think that's probably why Atlanta gave him the key to the city. It's not because YoungBoy is perfect or because he's some great role model, but because his voice can move the youth. And they're hoping that they can use his voice to move it in the right direction. But there is a conversation to be had about, is it sincere or is it symbolic? And I'll tell you guys what I mean, right? If it's sincere.
Is it sincere? Do you think it's sincere? Do you think NBA YoungBoy is sincere about his words saying stop the violence? Does his actions, does his crew actions, do they say stop the violence? Do they send that message to the youth? Does his music send that message to the youth? Let me know.
And he really wants, gun violence and things like that to end, then that's great. He's making all the right moves, donating to nonprofits that are actually in these areas, actually trying to help. But at the same time, you got to look at it as, is this symbolic instead? Because right after he does something good like this, and right after they hand him the key to the city, he turns right around and performs that diss song before they even get off the stage in the same city that King Von was shot in. So it makes you wonder, wonder, is it even real, or is it something that he's using to try to clean up his image while he keeps feeding the same energy in his music? I think personally it might be both, right? Like I said earlier, two things can be true at the same time. Youngboy has throughout the years showed signs of wanting to change. He's talked about being tired of street politics, tired of watching people die over nothing, but he's also a product of the world that made him. And as much as he wants peace, he still feels the need to prove that he's not backing down from anyone because he needs that image to continue to sell his music. So when the city of Atlanta hands him the key, it's not just a gesture to honor who he is or what he's done. It's damn near kind of like a challenge. It's the city basically saying, if you really want to lead this type of chapter, then you got to show us. Be an example. And right now, the question is whether or not Youngboy even wants to be that example, or if he's just going to keep being the most unpredictable rapper in hip hop. Because the same guy who can push peace 1 minute can also be the same guy that performs a war anthem the next minute.
Right.
I don't know, man. That's what I got. That's the situation. That's my thoughts on it. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Don't.
All right. It's going to be hard because we're looking at his past. So he may mean it now. He may. We don't know. You know what I mean? He probably started saying it in the beginning. I'm just saying, this is, devil's advocate. He probably started saying it in the beginning to look clean and, have a little clean looking rep for the judge and for the public eye. You know what I'm saying? And then he probably might have started, hey, but I'm talking to a certain demographic, like a certain age group. Stop the violence. I'm talking to like 13 and under. Because I don't think he's talking to like the 18 and 20-year-olds saying stop the violence. I definitely don't think he's talking to them at all. 18 and up, he not talking about stop the violence to them niggas. He's encouraging that shit with his music. And like they said, you got to maintain that shit. So it's hard when it's like, damn, this is how I make my money. If I switch my music up right now and start saying stop the violence and positive message, I might lose half my fan base. And this is how I feed my family, shit. And that's the fucked up part about being a rapper is like, sometimes you get stuck in that box where you got to play this character, even though you don't live how you rapping. You don't stand by what you're saying, but that's what the people is purchasing and they love, and you got to stick to it. Yeah, that should be crazy, man. But I don't know. I'm not taking up for NBA Youngboy. That's on y'all to decide, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Did he deserve a key to the city? Well, a better question is, what does a key to the city even get you? What does it even get you? You know what I mean? And why did he get it? I mean, just paying money get you a key to the city, right? That's what I'm thinking, because his actions, no, I don't think he got a key to the city off his actions. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. Nigga said not shit. Oh, man. NBA Youngboy got the key to the city, man. Shout out NBA Youngboy, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Key to the city. And then performed the song dissing all the rappers from that city right after he got it. That's some legendary shit. That's some legendary shit. All right, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right into this next one, man, because this is the one I want to see. The DARE. The real reason cops taught you about drugs, okay? The DARE prevention program. I want to get into this shit and see what is the real reason that DARE was coming around.
From school, y'all remember?
All right, let's do it, y'all. Let's go. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and this one is called DARE, D-A-R-E. The real reason cops taught you about drugs. They used to come to our middle schools, high schools, elementaries all the time. Let's see what it was about, man.
DARE anti-drug programs. Remember those? Remember DARE from school? Y'all remember DARE?
Cop will come to your school, open up a briefcase of drugs.
They try to scare kids away from drugs by sending cops into schools.
You guys remember that? You remember how bad this program was?
This is the 2001 Board of Directors for the DARE program. Before I show you who's on it, I want you to ask yourself, who would you want running DARE? Maybe social scientists or educators. These people are going to wield the power of the police and shape how millions of children view drugs, crimes, and their own body. All right. Ready?
Ready.
If you said 4 billionaires, 18 multimillionaires, their lawyers, 3 cops, one of whom is a convicted felon, 2 who are involved in corruption scandals, their friends, the NFL player who's at the center of RFK's assassination conspiracy theories, a boxer who reportedly uses steroids, 2 people on the Epstein list, and this guy who, after the FBI did an undercover sting, caught him trying to launder money to cover up a cocaine trafficking operation.
Damn, what the heck? What? Sheesh. That was one hell of a lineup.
If you said that, then you'd be right.
The DARE program it's nonsense. I mean, we can be honest about it.
By 1995, DARE, or Drug Abuse Resistance Education, was in 75% of all American school districts. They sent thousands of police officers into tens of thousands of elementary schools to teach 10-year-olds to say no to drugs. It was backed by presidents.
People like these DARE officers are making a real impression.
Celebrities.
Little kids doing drugs.
It even got its own national holiday. 114 million Americans went through DARE.
Sheesh.
That's 34% of the entire population.
What we were talking about are the consequences for using marijuana.
Y'all remember DARE, man? DARE definitely came to our schools. I remember DARE. They even had a, wait, no. That was Scruff McGruff. Wait, was Scruff McGruff with DARE? The dog? Y'all remember the dog? The crime dog? Was Scruff McGruff with DARE? His name was Scruff McGruff. Y'all remember Scruff McGruff?
And not using marijuana.
I just want to shake some sense into you kids that are using drugs and thinking about using. So remember, don't.
And then we found out that it didn't work.
Cheers.
Cheers. A while back, Mia and I were talking about the DARE program.
Because genuinely, what the fuck?
Specifically, how bad its failure was. Some studies, like this one, found that DARE students were more likely than non-DARE students to experiment with drugs.
That's crazy. Temptation.
Whoops.
How did that happen?
And then Mia had a question.
Everyone knows about DARE. Everyone knows that it failed. But what I'm missing is, like, did they not test that it worked? Like, the people that made it?
For years, DARE has been laughed at.
Just say
now to crack!
Trendy, goofy teens wear their t-shirt around to mock its demise. We all came up with our own theories as to why DARE didn't work. We kind of dismissed it as yet another failed government program. And we never properly investigated the private corporation, a nonprofit that often doesn't act like one, that somehow was able to get a dysfunctional drug program and police officers into your school and mine. This video was...
This shit was like a big cash grab. Like, what the fuck? That is crazy. Like, nobody ever questioned if DARE really worked. Like, did it really help? Because you come into, like, drug-infested, like, you know what I mean, neighborhoods, and you saying just say no. But then a lot of those niggas you was telling just say no, it happened to be the local neighborhood drug dealer or drug user. Nobody gave a fuck about DARE when you really think about it. They just got them stickers, nigga. Give me those stickers that t-shirt.
Supposed to be a nostalgic explainer of America's biggest accident. But over the past 4 months, we've been combing through thousands of documents, interviewing cops, historians, journalists, and discovered that behind this program is a buried story, using high-powered lawyers, attacking journalists and researchers when they tried to bring the truth to light. The people at DARE ruined careers to protect themselves. I want to show you all of this because when you look at the people who were behind the program, you start to see what DARE was really all about.
I would say no to harmful drugs. I would tell my friends say no. I would pledge to stand up for what I know is right.
And then 12-year-old kids were like, okay, crack sounds fun.
And then all the kids would be like, now I want drugs.
Clandestine meeting,
Damn.
Mojave Desert, illegal guns being sent to the Contras by the CIA.
They did studies that showed that it's actually ineffective and in some cases actually harmful.
Wow.
The story that's told is that DARE had good intentions, that they built a program that they thought would work, and it just didn't. However, I quickly learned there's a lot more to that story. After talking with Mia, I went out and picked up this book. It was written by a professor of history at Ball State University, and it's phenomenal. But there's one part that left me with way more questions than answers. So,
what part is it,
I reached
brother?
out. In 1983, a group of researchers affiliated with USC just wrapped up a meeting with the Los Angeles School Board.
It's not like they didn't have drug prevention efforts going on. The LA Unified School District actually had been piloting a program called Project SMART.
The researchers in charge of Project SMART are leaving a school board meeting when a man approaches them.
Actually approached the Project SMART researchers.
His name was Daryl Gates.
And Gates is kind of like, well, what if we can take the Project SMART and just have the police do, teach it.
Oh, they ran a play. Daryl Gates, he was like the goddamn police chief. Police chief Daryl Gates of LAPD. Yeah, let my cops teach your program. Yeah, okay. We gonna get some of that money y'all about to get. We need some of that. All this shit be for money, man. This shit be for money, man. What the fuck? They don't give a fuck. Why would we as cops want to prevent you guys from using drugs? That mean that people would stop selling drugs because nobody want to buy them. And then what the fuck we gonna do? We gotta, as cops, we gotta get criminals. You know what I mean? What we do know is if you give niggas drugs, they're going to continue to get out here and do crime. They're going to break in houses. They're going to break in cars because they need money, you know what I mean, to fund their addiction. And that's how we as cops, we get paid and we can keep our job. So, yeah, that shit is backwards when you look at this shit.
Having serious objections to police involvement, they said no. But according to one of Gates's right-hand men,
if you told Gates that he was wrong, he would crush you.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Because 114 million kids went through this program. So what do you mean he'll crush you? What do you mean by that?
This idea of like, if only they had known, does not apply.
They fucking knew? Did they know?
So the SMART researchers agreed to share their findings. They had been testing 2 different approaches. One of them they found didn't work.
And they said, we found that this affective component wasn't working. We've dropped it. We don't use that anymore because we found that it was not having the right effects.
These researchers had found that it made kids more likely to do drugs.
Before it launched.
Wow.
And that's what they told him.
The other side of it, what they called peer resistance training, was more effective. What ends up happening, there's no real documentation of why this occurred, is that they kept the affective education component in.
So the part that they knew didn't work.
DARE kept that piece in.
Wow.
What do you take from that? Is this just a PR stunt? Or do you think there might be other stuff going on behind the scenes?
Well, with Gates, there's always other stuff going on.
This is drugs.
They knew what they was doing, man. Dirty motherfucker. Dirty motherfuckers, man. They come in your neighborhoods, they act like they really, like they here to help you. Like they're for you. They want to help clean up your communities. When really, they don't give a flying fuck. And we call them out on that shit. People call them out on that shit. We know what the fuck y'all doing, man. We know what y'all doing. This is dark, though, that they fucking tested this shit. And they knew that by going to the schools and showing kids this, is going to make kids want to do drugs more. And they still, even after doing testing and finding that out, they still proceeded to do it all over America. That's fucking crazy.
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Max's book is a phenomenal breakdown of DARE's expansion, its impacts on culture, policing, the nuances of the hundreds of studies that went into DARE. But I want to show you a completely different angle.
Yeah. All right. That's right.
Okay, so I talked to this guy. He's a former cop, and he was there. Like, he worked directly under the founder of DARE when and where it was created.
Okay.
And I think the problem is that we all just kind of assumed that DARE's failure was a big mistake. Let me just show you what he said.
Why are we doing this program? You know, because that's internally, that's what most people thought. So why are we doing this?
Wait, tell me more about that.
They just thought it was a ridiculous idea. Most people within the departments, everybody said it's not going to work.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What? Okay. Marijuana. Oh, was it good?
When one of the smart researchers learned that DARE was using the effective approach, he reached out to try to help fix it. But DARE was never interested, speculating that DARE had other motives. DARE didn't need fixing. What it needed was money and friends in high places.
All about the Benjamins, man. All about the Benjamins.
Though not technically true, the point still stands. Another smart researcher put it bluntly. DARE had never talked to a scientist until it got into some trouble in 1993.
Wow.
When DARE was already in
10 years later,
2% of school districts.
Damn.
Making the question, if their goal wasn't efficacy, what was it?
It is truly my great pleasure to welcome DARE to NASDAQ.
It's June 4th, 1968. A 15-year-old boy walks into the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. He's there on an assignment for his high school newspaper. U.S. Senator Robert F. Kennedy is in town, and he's giving a speech at the hotel. The boy's assignment is to take photos of it.
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there.
Following the speech, the 15-year-old is following the senator around, snapping photos, when...
What?
Senator Kennedy had been shot. He's been shot? That's right.
Pow! Kapooey!
A former NFL player named Rosie Greer subdued Sirhan Sirhan, who we now know as the assassin of Robert Kennedy. Realizing that Kennedy had just been shot, the high school photographer starts taking photos of everything he can. Then, the LAPD appears. The boy is detained. All his photos, 3 entire rolls of film, are taken from him. 2 months later, the LAPD secretly burns 2,410 photos taken during the investigation. In time, they also destroy ceiling panels with bullet holes in them, x-rays of those ceiling panels, and spectrographic analyses of the bullets.
Sounds like a cover-up to me, right? They trying to get rid of all the evidence. Boy, this is some dirty-ass politics, man. This shit's still dirty. But come on, man. Y'all know all them goddamn assassinations be inside jobs, man. Even that goddamn Charlie Kirk shit. Yeah. All this shit be inside jobs. Because nobody even talking about the Charlie Kirk shit no more. Do y'all even see shit about Charlie Kirk anymore? Like the police talking about it, investigation? You don't even see shit. Like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy.
Why would you do that? It's all quite suspicious. During this time, a young officer at the LAPD is climbing the ranks. His name is Daryl Gates. He was just in charge of the intelligence division, but got a promotion to be assistant chief.
He was a narcissist, and his ego was beyond belief.
Gates is about to build an infamous reputation.
A man who Pulitzer Prize winning journalists have called egomaniacal and paranoid. He is responsible for the creation of the SWAT team.
Oh.
And commits a move that will change policing forever. A brutal, unprovoked raid on the Black Panthers. Meanwhile, the intelligence division that Gates oversaw breaks off into 2 different categories. The Organized Crime Intelligence Division, or OCID, and the Public Disorder Intelligence Division, or PDID. Almost immediately. The PDID neglects its mission to serve public disorder and focuses on the real enemy. Building dossiers on journalists, labor unions, civil rights groups, public servants, anti-war activists, and the mayor, of course.
This paranoia that the LAPD had under Daryl Gates extended way beyond the city of LA. He had officers undercover all around the world.
I know this guy sounds like a conspiracy theorist, but he's actually a Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative journalist. Check yourself.
Part of what you were revealing, he had like hundreds of people, right?
He had, we don't know how many he had.
We're not talking FBI. This
talking
is
about LAPD.
LAPD, a local municipal police force, hundreds of agents undercover, and some of them internationally.
Hundreds of agents.
What? What the hell is LAPD doing with international undercover? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Agents in the unit that supervised the undercover officers.
Soon, the PDID starts to get in trouble. They got caught running covert intelligence missions by sending undercover officers into schools, not to investigate a crime, but instead to build political dossiers, signifying that the LAPD and Daryl Gates are becoming increasingly obsessed with power. And it's working. Legions of police officers are starting to look towards Daryl Gates for their next move.
The nigga was running a monopoly, y'all. He was running a monopoly. He wanted to be the motherfucking man, not just in LA, but everywhere. But he was using LA to show, as an example, let me show you what I could do here. So you can just imagine what I could do everywhere if I had power all over this motherfucker. See what's going on here.
Watergate. The White House called it a third-rate burglary, but it escalated into the worst political scandal in American history.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
In the wake of the Watergate scandal, America started to wake up. The government wasn't just watching its enemies anymore. It was watching everyone. The FBI ran COINTELPRO. And
COINTELPRO! Chuck down the Black Panthers, man. COINTELPRO. They got COINTELPRO and podcasting right now. Name which podcasters y'all think is COINTELPRO.
CIA was doing the same through Operation MH Chaos. Local, state, and federal agencies all got in on it. So cities, states, Congress started pushing back, passing laws like this one. These laws say, if you're spying on someone, if there's no crime committed, you have to delete the file. Around this same time, they expand the Freedom of Information Act. And this guy, a congressman from New York, wants answers. He wants to know what really happened to Robert F. Kennedy. So he looks at LA and starts asking questions. A memo makes its way up the chain of command to Daryl Gates, responding point by point to the representative's questions. A key photograph taken during the investigation of the assassination was kept secret by Los Angeles police, who feared it might contradict official statements.
Really?
The existence of this photograph is believed to be unknown by anyone outside of this department, and that the LAPD deliberately kept this a secret.
Wow. What the fuck? These dirty motherfuckers, man. This shit is crazy.
Soon after, the California Supreme Court comes down on the LAPD, saying, you can't send undercover cops into schools if there's no crime. You can't do this. Then, the LA Board of Police Commissioners orders Daryl Gates' precious PDID to destroy 1.9 million dossiers. The world that Gates built of power, secrecy, and surveillance is officially under threat. Gates' chief gets summoned to DC. The Senate Intelligence Committee wants names. Everyone that's spying for the LAPD. The chief waged a war. His response was a clear declaration that the LAPD was going rogue. It will be a cold day in hell when I provide you with the information you've requested.
Wow. Daryl Gates, man, I remember I was a kid, but Daryl Gates, I remember that name.
Back in LA, one of the PDID spies gets a quiet order. We're not going to destroy the records. We want you to hide them. 3 years later, Daryl Gates is promoted to chief, inheriting total control of a rogue, loyal, militarized force with an elite spy network. Daryl Gates is then blessed with a gift, directly from the CIA gods themselves. These new laws didn't say that spying was illegal. They just said that if no crime was committed, you shall maintain no record. Representative Larry McDonald, chair of the right-wing advocacy group known for its conspiracy theories, teams up with his buddies to create the Western Goals Foundation, a domestic intelligence agency.
Those guys came up with the idea of setting up this company to do what the FBI couldn't do.
There is one thing that these new laws cannot regulate. Of course, private businesses. The LA...
I found a loophole. He found a loophole. And Daryl Gates, I remember Daryl Gates, he was a police chief during the LA riots. Daryl Gates. Oh, man. I got to do a reaction to the story of the LA riots, if y'all don't know. That is a crazy fucking story. And what spawned from that. And it's a lot. It's deep. Now, that shit is dark. There's a lot of crooked shit that happened out here in LA, man. God damn.
APD funnels its hidden records to the ultra-conservative mini deep state.
He got the files from PDID.
And ramps up.
200 groups were infiltrated over the course of a couple of years.
Spies are sent to the city council, journalists, academics, the ACLU, celebrities, LGBTQ activists, labor unions, and the political left.
And those were being provided to Western Goals.
We were told at one time that there were no undercover agents in this chamber, and in fact there was an undercover agent. You've had officers infiltrating peaceful organizations, law-abiding organizations, infiltrating this council chamber, reporting on what councilmen have said, reporting on roll calls of councilmen, and you're telling me that you're proud of the efforts that have been made?
You seem to know a great deal for a statement that says you don't know anything. Now, what is it? Do you know everything or do you don't know everything?
Yes, Mr. Bernardi, I believe so.
We'd come to work and there'd be a helicopter over our building, right? They'd be monitoring us, coming and going and everything. And, we'd stand there going like this at the helicopter.
Journalist Dave Lindorf was a target for the PDID.
The helicopter would follow me at night. One time they followed me all the way home. They were shining their light on me.
Dave and 143
That's
others
crazy.
sue Daryl Gates. Backed by the ACLU, things get hot.
Damn.
Gates strikes back, winning a totally separate case against the ACLU. Undercover cops can operate in schools as long as they're targeting drug dealers. The ACLU plans to appeal. All they have to do is prove one thing, that Gates will abuse that power. So the ACLU focuses their attention on the PDID case. The city attorney representing Gates opens an unlocked file cabinet. He runs to the press, calling PDID a clandestine band of zealots who abuse every single moral and ethical precept. The judge says they're going to order the police to release the files. But before they do, the news breaks. Gates has been funneling intelligence to Western Goals. It's fully public.
Wow.
People are seeing this, they're hearing this. It
What
is
the
a
fuck?
huge deal. This is not good for Gates.
They weren't overly concerned until
This
the
nigga's-
ACLU
wow.
got in the PDID.
The ACLU starts closing in.
We started what's called the Purge, destroying tens of thousands of documents. We had 2 commercial shredders. We burned 2 of them up. They knew they were going to lose this lawsuit.
Gates runs to the school board and pitches an idea. Drug education, taught by police, not for one class, but have them stay there.
When it came to spying, he had no rules.
School district is like,
That's some sick shit, bro. This nigga Daryl Gates was burnt. What the fuck? Dirty ass motherfucker. This DARE program some bullshit. I knew it was some bullshit. We knew it was bullshit back in the day, man. That nigga, he was power hungry, bruh. Fuck.
are nuts. A program cannot be developed overnight. Gates approaches smart researchers saying, use my cops for your program. They say, no.
They would send their files on leftist groups to Western Goals, and then Western Goals would make them accessible to the FBI.
Western Goals gets added as a defendant right as soon as they entered the Iran-Contra funding network by funding rebels in Nicaragua with the CIA. The founder of Western Goals gets on a plane to South Korea. Soviet fighters approach, shoot the plane down. He dies. The ACLU goes on the offense. The CIA notices that all of this is happening. LAPD, MH Chaos type activities, ACLU legal action. The CIA sends 2 agents to LA, and Gates sends 10 cops to 50 elementary schools. The official launch of DARE.
Wow. Wow. Damn. That's some deep shit, dog. That's some deep shit.
And that's when the city settled.
Damn.
Daryl Gates loved spying, but so does the internet, which is why I use Surfshark, the sponsor of this video. With Surfshark VPN, you can connect to the internet in 100 different countries around the world. And then see, there's no worries because Surfshark has a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Back to it.
Yo, Drew, I got that stuff I was telling you about.
No!
Old school shit.
Sometimes the best answer is the simplest one. You have the power. Just say no to drugs.
They ran a cold play on us as kids, man. Look at this shit. And now you got the backstory of what really was going on. And they was like, this how we gonna get in there. We gonna sit these spies up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna use what they like, Power Rangers? Oh yeah, this is how we gonna cover it up. We're gonna make it seem like we're in here to help, but really we in here on some whole other operation. And they're not gonna notice a thing. They're gonna think it's good because it's police and we're here teaching them about drugs. The study shows, hey man, if we go with this program, the kids are gonna want to do drugs more. Who gives a fuck? Let's proceed. That's some fucked up shit, dog. Like, that shit really enticed kids. It made them interested more in drugs. And they basically created crackheads and dope fiends in our communities with this dumbass program, man.
Years passed by, DARE slowly grew, but there was one problem. Money. Police can't take money from any person who's engaged in business for gain. But if those same officers go out and start a private nonprofit, then now it's not the LAPD asking, it's a private charity. Then that private nonprofit can take the money and pass it off to the police department. Totally passes the sniff test. Like, it's totally above board. Super happy that things work this way. God. Today, this is actually totally normal. They're called police foundations. And if you've never heard of it, according to policefoundations.org, that's the point. These police foundations can't legally imply that any donor will be able to influence official actions or get anything in return. But there's low transparency. Critics call these dark money slush funds. The LAPD creates one called the CPAC, which turns into DARE California, and then, in turn, DARE America. They throw some fundraisers, inviting who critics would call dark money. They throw this fundraiser gala for DARE. The dinner chair of the gala, which, like, whatever, I don't fucking know what that means, is a luxury goods and jewelry mogul. And he lands a seat on DARE America's board of directors. A banker shows up, a developer shows up, they make the board too, an attorney attends, her son is suddenly on the board. The whole event, netting DARE more than $760,000, is paid for by a banker and Michael Milken, the man who would later get indicted for stock manipulation, insider trading, tax evasion, and become known as the junk bond king. Michael Milken, friend of DARE, I guess. That's crazy. How did that happen? How do they know each other?
Man. Some wild shit right here.
This is a duck. You can tell because it walks like one and it talks like one. In all my life, I've learned that if something says that it's one thing, but then it acts a different way, you should ask questions. A good one to start with is, how is it walking and how is it talking? Dare's first year was a trial run. Year 2, oops, cop shoots a revolver in a classroom. Year 3.
Oh my God. Damn it. Now that I'm looking back at it, I mean, again, we was kids. So was it working? We never even asked that shit. Hell, I don't even think we even cared. Was it working? They up here in this motherfucker, they pushing this agenda. But again, I'm telling you from a kid's mind, this because I was a kid at this time with Dare. All I cared about was that goddamn sticker and the goddamn t-shirt. I don't even remember the message besides just say no. I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. Like, that shit didn't stick with me for life. So they didn't do a good fucking job pushing their message. Damn, that is crazy, bruh. Was it working? It wasn't working at all.
Though, something different happens.
Oh, kids turning in their parents for drug use.
Even though Dare is still small, 6 kids.
Nah. The kids was turning their parents in? Oh, listen, that's a cold one, nigga. That's where the spy shit kick in at. We gonna put these niggas in because we gonna get these kids to be our little agents. We gonna get them to turn in their cousins who's a dope dealer, their dad who a dope dealer. If they got dope at home, if their mama's using dope, their dad using dope. Oh, nigga, they created little agents, little spies, bro. That's crazy.
Turn their parents in a 3-month period. From the early days,
Wow.
Dare has to come up with this policy, telling their officers, you're not here to gather intelligence. You're here as a teacher. Dare's training documents are bathed in this language. Gain their trust. Gain their trust.
Wow.
And God forbid, if a child does confide in you, just like coincidentally, not because you gain their trust or anything, get another officer and let them take care of it. We can't have you losing the kid's trust, because I guess that's important for drug education.
Perhaps unintended consequences, perhaps intended.
Intended or unintended?
That is really crazy, bro. Turn these little kids into spies. You know, kids are so vulnerable. And they look at police like, you know how we look at police like, we know what it is when we see a police officer. Like, you know what I mean? You one of us, nigga. You bleed like we bleed, nigga, but you just got a badge. You know what I'm saying? We know that you niggas is janky too. Just because you got a badge don't mean you 100% right and you walking in the right path out here. Nah, you be janky. Y'all motherfuckers janky. Yeah. But kids think the police are like perfect. Unless your parent, you as a parent are telling them like, fuck the police or something like that. They look at police like, you know, firemen and police. They look at them like heroes, nigga. So if a cop is in your school and telling you, hey, man, just say no to drugs, and this is your hero you're looking at, or and if drugs are around you, come tell me. Tell somebody. Shit, they gonna go home. They gonna see a drug. They like, nigga, hey, guess what, Officer Wilson? My mama had an 8-ball of fucking Coke on the table last night. She had an 8-ball of Coke on the table last night. Like, God damn, they had the kids coming back snitching.
The new DARE elementary curriculum challenges students by having them participate in active learning. The officer guides and directs students' progress and their understanding.
I'm going to ask for a student to help me by decorating the DARE box, and that'll be a place for all of you to drop questions in. But also that might be a place where you may want to tell me something in confidentiality, and if you do, make sure that you make note of it in that box, please. Make note.
See? Right there. You might want to tell me something. Just put it in a note in a box. Damn, they really baited us, cuz. That's crazy. They took advantage of us as youth. They made us turn on our parents, on our family. For Daryl Gates. Sick ass motherfucker.
That that's in there, or that you don't want
The
anyone
snitch
to
box.
hear it, that you want it to be private. When I mention the term confidentiality, what that means is it's something between you and I. It's private.
If a literal confession box isn't damning, I
Snitch
don't
box.
know what is.
Would you say that it's in line with what you know about Daryl Gates to start a program that inspired kids to act as informants?
That is wild.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have no doubt that it occurred to him that this is a possibility.
As DARE grew, this became a huge problem. More and more kids started turning their parents in. Parents compared DARE to the late Weimar Republic. If DARE was good at one thing, it was not drug education. It was, as Wikipedia says, using children as informants.
Oh my fucking God, dog. That is really fucking crazy, y'all. Think about this shit, bruh. They came in, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. They came in like they was on some positive. We're trying to clean up drugs and make kids just say no. Just say no to drugs is the slogan. Catering to the kids, just say no to drugs. But really, we're making you say who has the drugs. Who has the drugs? That wouldn't be a cool slogan though, right? Because that's not appealing to kids. Instead, we're going to say, just say no to drugs. But then when we talk to you, who has the drugs? And if you know, hey, fill it out on this little paper, drop it in this little snitch box right here, and we'll take care of it.
The idea that you're going to use kids to rat out on their parents, the bottom of the barrel. If they use that to lock the dad up, the kid's going to find out about it someday that it was because of what they did, and they're going to live with that guilt.
Wow, man. Wow. It was about surveillance, y'all.
A 3-year independent study into DARE is commissioned by the Department of Justice, the same branch that funds DARE. Over the years, the DOJ approves of the independent agency's approach. Receiving feedback and notes, everything looks good. But when the study was ready and the findings were that DARE didn't work, the Department of Justice refused to publish it. Totally confused, the researchers go to the American Journal of Public Health, one of the most respected academic journals in its field. This study received exceptionally good peer reviews. So the American Journal of Public Health goes to publish it. When the phone rings, it's DARE. They said that DARE tried to intimidate them, to interfere, and prevent the public from knowing that DARE doesn't work. When a major television network was working on a story about DARE, the producer said they worked very hard to get our story suppressed. When a reporter questioned the effectiveness of the program in U.S.
Why are you covering it up? Why don't you want this to come out to the public? Why? You're running a program in our kids' schools that isn't working, but you don't want the public to know that. That's some janky shit, bro.
USA Today, he received letters from classrooms all over the country, coordinated. They were all addressed, Dear DARE Basher. DARE didn't stumble into its failure. It protected it.
Wow.
But to DARE, it doesn't matter because the money starts flowing.
My fellow Americans, this war is not yet won.
Reagan accelerates the war on drugs.
And our nation is united against this scourge as never before.
The First Lady attends DARE fundraisers.
That's when LA was ablaze too. They had the battle ram. Y'all remember the battle ram? Big ass truck that come through and tearing people's houses in half. They was doing all them illegal raids and planting drugs on people and all kind of shit. They was going crazy with this shit.
Disney's daughter gives an extraordinarily generous donation, landing a spot on the board of directors. The federal government says it'll pass a bill to fund anti-drug programs. Gates perks up and says, success is when DARE is in every classroom across America. DARE sends a lobbyist to DC.
Wow.
That bill then gets amended, specifically putting money aside for programs that are taught by uniformed law enforcement officials. DARE uses government money to create regional training centers and develops a decentralized business model. Board of directors, executives, employees, training centers, then the cops. But if they hire cops, they're no longer cops. So they help police departments set up private nonprofits themselves, dedicating much of the officers' training to teaching them how to raise money. They then coach those officers to expand their program and bring on more officers, creating a
running a pyramid. They run a Ponzi scheme.
Really unique triangle shape.
Why does it kind of sound like a multi-level marketing scheme?
At the time, Herbalife and MLM was the fastest growing company in America. Perhaps Dare took some inspiration, but I don't know. It's not like Herbalife's founder and executive vice president was on the board of directors.
No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. The Herbalife nigga was on Dare. Y'all remember Herbalife when it hit the ghetto? When everybody, nigga, one person to sell it and they get 5 more people to sell it. And everybody became like fucking crackheads about Herbalife. Like, take this, trust me. And that's all they want to talk about. They walking around with Herbalife shirts on. They selling you Herbalife products every day. They fucking like, they became like fucking zombies for Herbalife, bro. And that makes sense that they did this to the cops. Damn, they ran a Ponzi scheme, bro, a crazy one. That is wild. That nigga showed them how to do it.
They even donated $36,000 to Dare, specifically designated for rent. They start taking donations from corporations. A famous one is KFC. Right there. Look at that, the logo. It doesn't say Dare. Dare America.
You know, if I were to have gone back to write this book again, you know, now, like trying to figure out, go into like corporate archives to find out, like, why are they all sponsoring Dare?
Where would be a good place to find those that are potentially getting kickbacks? Officially, there's no kickbacks for these donors. There can't be. But in late 1989, Deputy Chief Glenn Levant, who helped run the DARE program at LAPD, ordered his elite detectives to spend 2 days scouting out a hotel outside of city limits. They were there to catch a thief, which is odd because they were outside of city limits.
Yeah.
They're outside of their jurisdiction. Right. Those cops should not have been there. It was revealed that the owner of the hotel was involved with the DARE program board, meaning the police were doing odd things that they usually would not be doing, things that benefited members of DARE's board.
Wow.
To the case that shocked the world, and now it has exploded into a city out of control.
A few years later, several police officers were caught on camera in a racially charged attack, beating a man named
Rodney King.
Terrible situation all night long.
And LA burned.
Fires, looting, gunshots, and now the National Guard may be ready to move in.
Gates was forced to resign. Levant shot up. His ambition kicked in. It was his time to be chief. But he didn't get the job. He left the force. The man who sent cops outside of city limits and reportedly ran the PDID's vastly more powerful sibling.
We were a mini CIA for the chief of police, and we worked some joint operations with the CIA.
Told y'all, it's a very dark story, man. The LAPD is the LA riots, 1992. Dark story. We gotta find a good reaction video if somebody got it. But yeah. That's a whole nother night. We'll do that.
Glenn Levant would leave the Los Angeles Police Department to take over DARE America.
Sheesh.
This is a timeline showing DARE's board of directors over time. With an alleged reputation of giving kickbacks to those that are affiliated with DARE's board, these are the people that Glenn Levant and DARE America reported to. You have billionaires and millionaires, high-powered lawyers, government officials or people with connections, high-powered police and their friends, media personalities, and some old friends. The football player that subdued RFK's killer, Bill Clinton's close confidant, a former congressman who was disgraced by financial crimes, who was assisted in those crimes by by Dare's friend, the Junk Bond King. Founders and CEOs of Hollywood's largest studios and developers, Michael Jackson, an infomercial king.
Damn, this was a real Ponzi scheme, y'all. Look how many people had their hands in this shit. This is all about money. All about the money. Nothing. It ain't about the kids. It ain't about preventing kids from doing drugs. Not one bit. They really sold us that shit, dog. Crazy, right?
Who will soon launder cocaine money. The lawyer who defended the city of LA in a lawsuit filed by the 15-year-old boy whose photos of RFK's assassination were stolen from him. But soon, trouble hits.
The largest criminal action against a Wall Street figure ever. Federal prosecutors indicted one of the richest and best-known Wall Street figures in America. His name was Michael Milken. Do you remember the movie Wall Street? Michael Douglas, the lead character in Wall Street, Greed is Good. That was based on Michael Milken.
Friend of Dare, Michael Milken, is indicted in a federal grand jury for financial crimes. Many of the board's most powerful members directly benefited from his financing. Like this guy, billionaire Ron Burkle, connected to Harvey Weinstein, business partners with Sean Diddy Combs, close friends and donor to Bill Clinton, and his name appears on a list, officially made by a man who never had any clients. According to the data available to us, Ron Burkle is the longest running director on the board at Dare. The Junk Bond King is sentenced to 10 years in prison. He only served 22 months, and then the Junk Bond King was released. But he had to do a lot of community service.
The pyramid scheme. Yeah, y'all know what the fuck I mean. Shut the fuck up.
Which he went to Dare for. You can see him here talking to board member Michael Jackson at a gala. And as Dare starts to fail, the board will also fall apart.
I got a wild theory about Michael Jackson, but I'll say that for another night. But he was the token black artist to these white people right here. They ran a play on us with Michael Jackson too, but I'll say that for another night. That might have to be a Pun Solved Mysteries. That might have to be a Pun Solved Mysteries. We can unpack Michael Jackson. Y'all not ready for that one.
Michael Jackson goes to criminal trial. Michael Ovitz gets fired from his executive role at Disney. Dare has a tense meeting with Congress and subsequently loses access to federal funding. Herbalife's founder suddenly dies. Close friends Michael Ovitz and Ron Burkle have a falling out. And several members on the board have either hired or are somehow connected to a private investigator named Anthony Pellicano. They call him the Sin Eater. The convicted felon was hired by the Clintons to discredit Monica Lewinsky and Jennifer Flowers. He was hired by Michael Jackson to investigate the children accusing him. Hired by Ovitz to spy on Burkle. He was a mob.
See, y'all not ready for the Michael Jackson one. Y'all not ready for the Michael Jackson Pun Solved Mysteries. Bruh.
Mob man who somehow got access to LAPD police files to aid in his crimes. Anyways, those are the guys that out of the goodness of their hearts want to help your kids.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
So what was Dare really all about? We can't say for sure, but we can hold it up to the Dunn test. Beginning in the 1990s, the United Kingdom taught the Dare curricula, but over time, they modified the curricula and strayed from only using police officers. They still used cops. They just also used professionals and educators. But Dare sent them a cease and desist, demanding that they stop using the Dare trademark. Coincidentally, after Dare UK made this change, early studies found an overall positive change in results. So while the official story is that Daryl Gates created Dare because he wasn't happy with the results of the undercover drug bust in schools, I believe that the Detroit News said it best. In 1983, then Los Angeles Police Chief Daryl Gates wanted to get police officers into schools. What resulted was a strange brew of politics, police, and education researchers, and explains Dare's long history of clashing with nearly everyone who tried to evaluate it. So if you were to ask me, Dare walks like an MLM and talks like a hustle. After years of attacking anyone that criticized their program, DARE finally admitted it here on their website. Scientists have repeatedly shown that the program did not work.
Damn. That is crazy, y'all. This is why I wanted to watch this, because I'm like, oh, I knew it was going to do. This is crazy. Power and greed, man. That's what it all comes down to. Power and greed every time. Every fucking time. And they use us, the people, especially the inner city. They come in and profit off our backs, man. Every fucking time. Hey, they don't give a fuck. What Michael Jackson say? All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Michael Jackson was trying to tell you, but he was a puppet. But we'll say that for another night.
Seemingly in hopes to regain access to federal funding, DARE has released a new program. Then this one works.
Today, Attorney General Jeff Sessions attended a gathering of DARE.
Over the past 3 years, DARE has had record-breaking expansion, training thousands of new cops. DARE is back.
The first DARE graduation.
I definitely seen it recently.
So much interest in DARE returning.
I saw it recently.
The DARE program, and schools are on board.
And it does actually seem like DARE's new program
Nah,
is promising.
fuck that.
But the irony of it all is
own
that
'em.
DARE's new program was evaluated by a man named William B. Hansen, a scientific prevention strategist, who back in the day worked with the Los Angeles Unified School District to develop a program called Project SMART.
We own you, DARE.
Thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring a portion of this video. And
we own you,
thank
DARE.
you to our patrons. You guys are amazing. Also, should I use this? I'll tell you what, here we go. Every Wednesday on the Discord, we have a GeoGuessr challenge. 1 month from when this video goes live, whoever wins, I will mail this to you. I don't know if it works. Like there may not be any monetary value to it.
Wait.
But if you win, you will get it. Anyway.
Why did it say chili cheese fries on there? Who the fuck want chili cheese fries from KFC? Free chicken and chili cheese fries from KFC. Who the fuck gets chili cheese fries from KFC? All right, man. That was amazing. That was a good one. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. That was a good one. That was a great reaction right there, man. I enjoyed watching that one right there. That was some groundbreaking shit. It was breaking shit down I didn't know. I did not know how dark the DARE program was. Oh, man. We all learned something new tonight, man. I mean, I don't think many of you knew this shit. I know even in the comment section, some of y'all gonna say, yeah, I already knew this. Unless you watched this already or watched shit. I mean, some of y'all probably did. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about it, man. The DARE program is definitely back. I realized that last Thanksgiving. I went to go buy a honey glazed turkey. Scrumdiddlyumptious. I went to buy a honey glazed turkey, and outside they had a table set up with the DARE program. And I asked him, I said, damn, where has DARE been? And then he started talking, and I couldn't focus because I started smelling that honey baked glazed ham, that turkey. And I had to get up in there, so I didn't get to finish and get the story. So I'm glad I watched this tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think in the comments section. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. That was a good one right there, man. That was a good one. I enjoyed watching that one, y'all. Did y'all fuck with that? Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button. That just fucked up a lot of our childhoods, you know what I'm saying? Because we knew DARE was bullshit, y'all. We knew it was bullshit, but we didn't really judge it. And we didn't really put too much thought into it. We just we knew it was a program that was at our school, but we didn't really judge it, you know? It was like, we was kids. This was cool. They gave us bumper stickers. All our parents had them on their bumper. They gave us shirts, cops would come to school, shit like that. But as far as I don't recall ever them saying that to the homies, put messages in a box. Now, that was definitely a thing, clearly, but that's wild that the whole reason was to create informants, though. That was their overall reason for the project. Not to keep kids off drugs at all. No. That was it was a bait and switch. We're going to say this, but really it's this. Keep kids off of drugs. That's how we're going to get close to kids. And we're going to put our officers in there who are our undercover agents. This is Daryl Gates' undercover agents. We're going to put them in there. We're going to let them get close to the kids where they can confide in them and then find out who has the drugs in their community. Damn. That's really a cold play when you think about it. You know, being on the side that got used, you're going to look at it like, damn, that's fucked up. But if you're on the side that's like running the play, the police side, and it's like, nigga, we finna get so many drug busts. Nigga, shit finna ramp shit up. And it's going to shut our program, nigga. It's going crazy. Everybody getting overtime, we getting money. Now we getting funding from other shit, from all kind of shit going on, nigga. Damn. That's crazy, man. It's crazy shit. All right. That was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. So right now, be on alert. Be on alert. If your kids are going to school and they say, hey, Mom, Dad, I met the DARE program, the police at my school, and you sell drugs, you better pack it up, buddy, and move to Lancaster and move to New Mexico or somewhere. It's over with. Your kid gonna snitch on you. I'm just letting you know right now, your kid gonna snitch on you. You're getting snitched on by that little motherfucker that's upstairs right now, sleep. I'm just letting you know. Damn. Imagine that. Like, what the fuck? What if you, like, your door get kicked in? Not because you're selling drugs, because you smoke weed at your house and your kids see it. Like, my dad has drugs. And you over there, you know what I'm saying? You smoking your weed at personal use and the police kick your door in. That's fucked up, though. All because your son or your daughter told on you. My dad smokes all the time. Damn. Yeah, that's bad, man. That's bad. So, yeah, I'm just saying, be careful, y'all. Be careful. That's what y'all up against. And now they're back, and they're going to say, of course they're going to say, oh, no, we clean it up. It ain't nothing like when Daryl Gates was here, but do not trust him. Y'all know that, right? I shouldn't have to say that. Y'all know that shit, man. All right. Let's get into another one, y'all. Let's get into another one. All right, let's get into our crime pocket real quick. This one, psychopath. That's all. I ain't got to finish it. Let's start there. Psychopath. All right, let's go.
Office!
Let's see what psychopath. Anytime somebody get called a psychopath, there's some crazy shit going on. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is called Psychopath Lures Cop in His House of Horror. Let's get into it.
Why are you assaulting me? I'm being assaulted. Assault, rape!
Sheriff's office!
Whoa.
He's down! Bleeding. Where you at?
What the hell?
Where in the chest? Right here.
Until this vicious attack, the officers had no idea that the psychopath had lured them into his house of horrors.
Doc, can you hear me? Hey, I'm going. Cover me. Shots fired. Cover me. Go, one down.
Oh my God. Holy moly. God damn.
Around so rapidly at us. The cops were left with no way to escape, but the terror had just begun.
300 out. We've got 3 officers hit. 1 down. 2 injured minor. Person was shot with a gun inside the apartment.
All right, hold on, y'all. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all know what I'm about to say. They showing these goddamn guns on the screen. Listen, man. They fucking zapped me 2 separate times for watching a video like this. For a fucking gun in the video. And they keep showing guns, so I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous, man. I'm getting nervous about watching this shit live. I feel like they're going to zap me, and that's going to fuck up. That's going to time me out for 48 hours, and that's going to take down this episode. And this is a good episode so far, and I don't want them to fuck it up. So here's what I'm going to do, y'all. I got to skip this one. Man. I'm not risking it, bro. I'm sorry. I'm tired of fucking strikes, man. I'm tired of strikes and warnings and all that shit. Fuck that, man. I'm going with my gut on this one. I'm over it. I'm not reacting to that one. I'll react to it offline and I'll load it up. That's actually, I feel like that's a story that we've seen before. It's just somebody else presenting it. I know we reacted to this, but it wasn't this video. I know that story right there when that dude killed all those cops. Well, shot them all and he started shooting them from the window, all kind of shit. I remember that story. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to skip it. We're going to go to Tommy G, man. Inside the hoods. Now, damn, they might have guns and shit, but they ain't going to be shooting them, though. He ain't going to show nobody getting shot on here. So that was the thing. They gave me a zap because somebody was actually shooting the gun and shooting somebody on camera, but it was blurred out. Even though it was blurred out, they was shooting somebody in the grocery store, and they zapped me for that. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Inside the Hoods of Milwaukee. All right, let's go. We're going to take it to the mill, man, to the Midwest. Shout out to everybody from the Midwest in this motherfucker. If you're from the Midwest right now, make some motherfucking noise. Drop your city in the motherfucking chat, nigga. If you're from the Midwest, represent right now, nigga. Let's take it to the Midwest, man. I know y'all say, oh, y'all do a lot of West Coast shit, West Coast. I try to tap in with every region, man. I definitely be tapping in with Texas shit, Atlanta shit. So let's take it to the mill, though. Let's take it to the mill. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is called Inside the Hoods of Milwaukee. Let's see what it do.
It's been like 3 years since we had a video take off.
Yeah.
What? What's going on?
Tommy G went viral in Milwaukee with the Kia Boys. That's actually when I got my intro to Tommy G with the Kia Boys vlog. Shout out to Tommy G, man, and free Chicken P, man.
Folks, today we dive into a city that I love very, very much, Milwaukee. And for those that don't know, Milwaukee is no joke. It consistently ranks as one of the most dangerous cities in America, and it's the place that many regard to be the birthplace of the infamous Kia Boys. I first got introduced to the trenches here when I took a corporate sales job and had to hit the streets wearing a suit and tie. For almost 6 years, I did business in the West Side Hood, the East Side Hood, and the infamous 53206, a zip code known as the most incarcerated in America, where roughly 60% of men walking around have done time behind bars. Today's episode will pay homage to the great city of Milwaukee, and you'll see many of Milwaukee's hometown heroes like Big Frank, Certified Trapper, Chicken P, and G-Baby. So folks, enjoy what I believe to be the funkiest hood in America. From the slang, the dance moves, the accent, and more, Milwaukee is a place that is very special to my heart.
Let's get to it.
Out there are sitting around, maybe you're on the plane, or you're at a job where you have to do that much, and you're playing games on your phone. Well, I say to you, why not play games on your phone and make money? And there's an app out there that wants you to test their games. Game developers put the game on their app, you go through it, you test it, you play. Click the link in my description, download the app, and get started. All right, folks, now let's hit the streets of Milwaukee. You're going to see today is a collection of a lot of memories, good memories we've had in Milwaukee over the last couple of years, and a lot of the biggest, finest characters the city has to offer. Now, we couldn't get to everyone, but we got to a lot of the people that Milwaukee knows and loves. I happen to think Milwaukee is one of the most, the gangster street culture is the funkiest, funniest, it's gritty, like it's just a perfect combination. When I say weird, that's a compliment. Like, I think it's good to be weird. That means that if you're not weird, that means you're normal. So without further ado, this is a look inside the streets, the hood, the trenches, the city of Milwaukee.
Of Milwaukee.
So you got that double cup going, huh?
Yeah, just a little song, you know, not too much, man.
What's up, what's up? How you guys doing?
Oh my God!
Good to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you too.
What do you
Tommy G booming. Tommy G booming out here in these streets, man.
want to say for the camera?
We love you, Tommy G.
I appreciate you.
Yo.
Have a good day.
That's tight.
Bye.
That's tight.
Milwaukee, baby. Can't beat it. Yeah. I am from the suburbs, bro. What's going on?
Damn, we straight hating on that nigga. Why you straight hating on him?
Milwaukee. You're the one that was yapping. I wasn't even trying to be. I don't have beef with anyone in the city.
Milwaukee when you was not born in Milwaukee, bro. I'm just working. You was in Chicago, right? Lion King. And then you was with some GDs.
I go everywhere.
Bro, you should get your ass beat, bro.
For what?
Oh, look at Tommy G. Tommy G on that nigga. He like, let's get cracking in, nigga. You do it. Let's go, Tommy G. Tommy G got some size on that nigga, too. Look how tall Tommy G is compared to this little nigga.
And I don't get no consent to this, bro. Because if I ever see you on the streets, bro, it's going to be arm and popping.
Nigga, he right here in your face. What are you talking about if you see him in the streets?
What? Yes. Why would you say that?
Because you claiming Milwaukee, bro. You're giving us a bad name. First of all, where you born from? Where you born from, man?
In Illinois.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This nigga's from Illinois.
What do you think Ponytail's so upset about, dude?
I don't know.
There's kids here, brother. Was this guy gonna do a drive-by because I'm from Illinois? I love how he threatens. This guy threatens me. Next time I see you on the street, but we were just on the street. Folks, I gotta say, I have no beef with anybody, whether in Milwaukee or anywhere else. So I'm not sure what this guy was mad about.
Let's go, Milwaukee. This is what I'm talking about. This shit already off to a great start, man.
We just caught him on a bad day because nearly every interaction I have with people is friendly. So what just happened there really caught me off guard. But next, guys, we had to meet Meech, a young man you may remember as Mr. E-Brake from my Kia Boy video. Could you show us how it looks to steal a car?
I can show you inside your car.
Oh my God.
We check in with him to see how he's doing. It's been like 3 years since we had a video take off.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
So that shit really wasn't about nothing because it's like, I really was on the wrong shit. Damn, motherfucker know none of that now. Motherfuckers getting money and shit now.
I see you've acquired some nice
Cartiers. Yeah.
What's been happening in the last 3 years? I'm honored. I can wear these for part of the interview.
Yeah.
I won't get a smug.
Go ahead, glaze the motherfuckers. I just busted at you.
You got taller since the last time I saw you.
Probably like 2 inches, 3.
Yeah, you got and you're starting to get some little muscle.
I was in jail, got a little big.
You were in jail? Yeah. Did you do push-ups in there?
Yeah, yeah.
What was it like? What does the workout routine look like in there?
Shit, whenever I got mad, I did some push-ups. Whenever I was like, nigga need to get out the shit. Push-ups, so I get tired and go to sleep.
That's a good way to do it.
No bullshit.
As like a big brother, I just hope that you guys stay okay, stay safe. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you guys, okay? A lot of people after watching our first video together, they were cheering for you, they thought you were funny.
Yeah.
A lot of people were cheering for you. What was that like?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of motherfuckers that started like trying to ride and shit about that video, but I was like, motherfuckers was trying to get in stories with me, like I ain't doing that shit, I ain't doing that shit no more. I really don't even want that as my image.
Okay, so what's next? So you're saving up some money, you got some funds now?
That shit went viral, nigga. That Kia Boys documentary, that shit went viral. That nigga said, I don't even want that as my image. You ain't gonna be able to shake that for a minute, my boy.
What are you trying to do?
My brother owns semi-trucks and shit.
Would you ever get into Milwaukee real estate?
Hell yeah.
Your cousin?
My cousin, Ben Dale, yeah.
He knows a lot about real estate.
Yeah, I know.
He got me into real estate.
He be doing good off that shit. He put me on legit shit. That's when I was hot out here doing shit. He was telling me, like, you ain't gotta do that shit. My mama and them was telling me, right, they just wasn't doing right.
Yours were hard-headed, young.
Yeah, hard-headed. Don't want to hear it.
Don't want to hear it.
Now I listen to it because my mama then told me shit come out true a year later.
Yeah.
Really did. Like, mom, don't hang around him. Year later, nigga backdoor him or something.
What's in your future?
That's tight seeing the growth, like, of him realizing he was a knucklehead just 3 years ago. Him realizing I was a knucklehead 3 years ago. I don't want that to be my image no more. I'm on the right track. I'm getting legit money now. Rather it be, it's better than stealing cars, whatever. But I ain't stealing cars no more. I want to shake that image. That's tight. Because sometimes you see niggas and 3 years later, they still the same. And they still out here doing shit and they glorifying, like, still being that guy, that knucklehead. Like, so that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to him. Hopefully, you know what I mean? He continue to go down the right path and he grow and do his thing.
Man, like you said, I want to do real estate, transportation. If it make money, it makes sense, bro. Like, I'm trying to be like you. You sit in the house, my nigga. You ain't got to come outside if you want to. You ain't got to post this shit if you don't want to.
Guys, Certified Trapper came up from hustling and rapping, and his bizarre antics, homemade beats, and amazing dance moves helped him to be Milwaukee's biggest breakout artist of 2023. Without further ado, let's take you back to 2023 when my friend Certified Trapper got booked for his first huge show in his hometown at the Milwaukee concert venue, The Rave. And to jog your memory, you may remember Certified Trapper from this video. You see some shit or what?
No, that's my little brother's bag.
Oh, okay, you looked like you were looked like you were about to go Navy SEAL mode on us. So without further ado, let's go see what this night was like. It was pretty awesome.
Shout out Certified
Milwaukee. Concert day for Certified Trapper.
Shout out Certified Trapper. I got put on Certified Trapper and Chicken P at the same exact fucking time. I ain't gonna lie. Both of them niggas. But shout out to both of them niggas, man. But Certified Trapper hard as fuck. Chicken P super hard as fuck. He raw. But I think he just got like 6 years in jail or some shit. He got like some stupid shit.
We're here with his manager, Lando Bando.
What's going on?
Welcome to Milwaukee, sir. What up, big dog? How you guys doing?
Good, bro. Let's get up in here.
I did not know that was his manager. Hey, shout out Lando. Lando was from Detroit. He's what's my boy name, y'all? From Shitty Boys, the Mexican white boy. What's his name? From Shitty Boys in Detroit. Shit, I'm drawing a blank right now. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about, man. Going crazy right now. But he's his manager too. Or he was.
Basically sold out the Rave. What is going through your head right now? This is a big show for you.
I'm ready to turn it up.
Are you guys all from the East?
Yeah. East side. East side, baby.
How would you describe the East side of Milwaukee?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Amazing. So how old were you when you started rapping?
9.
9 years old. And how old are you now?
I'm finna be 23.
Okay. So over a course of about 14 years, you went from making beats, making raps, to now having a show in your own hometown. How crazy is that?
Yeah, it's different. Like, I always wanted to have a headlining show, so it's like, it's different. It's like my first show.
You knew Certified Trapper as a classmate.
Yes, sir.
How old were you when you met Certified Trapper?
I was I met him when I was like 10 years old, long ass time ago, but we went to school together once we got in high school.
What was he like in high school?
The same motherfucker he is now. He ain't never switched up. He always been that guy. It's just funny though, like a lot of people in the city want like on his music, like they was laughing at him and not with him.
And now they're cheering.
Now they cheering and shit, but that's how it should be.
Is there any downside of becoming famous?
Hell yeah, like, in life, it's always gonna be ups and downs.
Because I think people look at being in your position like, oh, your life's perfect now. That's the dream. You're a rapper. You're making it happen. Life's just easy.
Cheap back.
What would you say to that person?
It ain't gonna be like that all the time. It's always gonna be like at least one day or sometimes. But it's always good to know that she can be way worse.
Well, we're going to introduce our special guest in a minute today. I got my boy Tommy G, one of the bravest motherfuckers in the world. Milwaukee Warriors out, baby.
Going up. Look at his fan base though, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. It ain't boxed in. It ain't just all black people. Like, look at that. You got the white boys and they got all that going up. That's what I like to see, man. That's tight. Touching everybody, man. Touching everybody, man. Getting that money, man.
We just finished the night out, a beautiful concert, a lot of energy, a lot of people moving. It's just amazing what can happen when you follow your dreams. Later in the summer of 2023, Trapper moved out to Houston for a little bit to focus more on making music and being a dad. So I flew out there to see what he was up to. How you doing? Good to see you, man.
You go get your workout in here?
Yeah, we got sweating. So where are we right now? This is like a $1 million green screen because this is where all the crazy ideas come from.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to be a rapper when you grow up?
Well,
Got it in him for sure.
I got a brand new game right there. If you want to play it.
You recorded a song.
One take with it.
Yeah, man, that's right, nigga. Got his son in his life. Salute to that. Salute to that. Let's highlight that, man. Stop highlighting these motherfucking deadbeats out here and shit like that, man. Highlight that shit every time we see you. You gotta highlight that.
How do you like living out in Houston now? It's a big change from Milwaukee.
Hell yeah. I just been really like chilling and shit. But now I know like how to go to strip clubs and shit like that now.
Do you want to make a song? You want to start getting after it?
Hell yeah. I don't want them to see, but it's gonna be something like that y'all gonna see. Cause these niggas be copying me, they can't really copy me.
I feel like if people are copying you, that's a good sign.
Yeah,
that means you're onto something. It's like watching a mad scientist in his laboratory, dude. He's like mixing crazy potions together and then something comes out on the other end.
Making his beats and everything.
I'm making moves and you stuck like a statue.
Stuck like a statue.
I'm making moves and you stuck like a statue.
I'm making moves and you stuck like a statue.
The beats, the mixing, the mastering, the lyrics. Certified Trapper is a one-stop shop of rap.
Man, you finna be next. You up. For real. Shot that nigga head, you never seen that bitch again.
Cause that shit that we did on 3rd of July. Kinda? Cause that shit that we did on 3rd of July.
No, Stephen Curry dropping 30 on that block, bitch.
Damn. Fox 6. The dumb reporter bitch can get drop kicked. Certified Trapper, I gotta say, it's a goddamn pleasure seeing you again and making this happen. Folks, remember the app I told you about in the beginning? Well, made a couple bucks, stocked up, hit the gas station, got some water, got some gum. If this interests you, comments and get started for yourself. Make a little extra money. And now, back to the video. Over the years, I've made many stops at schools across Milwaukee because I am passionate about encouraging the youth. Next, you'll see when I stopped by Marshall High School and brought in one of the kids' favorite rappers of all time, Milwaukee legend Big Frank. Here's what happened next. For the next step of this Milwaukee journey,
Big
folks,
Frank.
we're going to a high school to speak to kids, meet with kids, and I'm bringing them a special guest, Big Frank, who's going viral with his dance moves in Milwaukee. The guy is a character, and the kids love him. Right now, you got a viral dance move going on, right? Yeah. What is that called, and can you
Y'all remember when this shit was going viral?
break it down for the people?
So basically, it's originated from the Ethiopians, right? But we had me and my partner right there, Nas. We put our own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show him now. Show him real quick. You gotta, yeah, like that.
It looks like you're having a medical emergency, dude.
I
feel like Milwaukee swag has got to be like the weirdest trenches in America, but the best fucking place in America too.
Watch out now, guess what? But they wave.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Marshall High School.
So we're about to go see Miss Brennigan, so this is like the most relevant class in regards to Mr. G. So it's gonna be like production kind of class, so hopefully this goes smoothly and there isn't too much chaos. Come on in.
Good to see you again. How you doing?
Good to see you. Oh, you the one I interviewed the kid boy?
Yes, I am, yeah.
You got hit that dance. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to the floor Big Frank. First question, Big Frank, what got you into rapping? How'd you get started? What has that journey been like?
You know, I started in like 2009 and I sucked. Nobody wanna listen to me.
Because the truth is, most things we start doing, we suck at. Like you fail a lot, you look dumb a lot, but if you're not afraid to look dumb and you keep going, you can turn into a city star, you know what I mean?
You feel as parents be posting on social media that make you laugh like?
At first I did, but not no more. It's like I don't care what people think no more.
I got a question for Big Frank. So there's a lot of kids right now that want to be TikTokers, YouTubers, rappers, they want to make it in the social media space. What advice you got for the kids?
All I gotta say is, if you feel like it's gonna pop, do it. Don't listen to nobody else. Y'all gonna get a lot of comments. If y'all stuff pop, y'all see a lot of comments, all the hate, ignore it, because it's gonna throw your motivation off. You gonna be like, I don't wanna do it, but you just gotta keep going. Got that 100% motive. Forget what people think.
There you go, man. That was some real advice, too. You gotta block out, especially when you're doing this shit, social media and YouTube, all that hate comment shit. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to work through that. Everybody can't take them hate comments. Y'all start seeing a lot of niggas crumble on camera when them hate comments come. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. You just gotta thug it out, man. You just gotta thug it out, man, and ride your wave and continue being great, man. You know what I mean? And those who fuck with you gonna continue to fuck with you. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Like the Ace Pit, man. Shout out to the Ace Pit. Let's get it.
Tonight is as Milwaukee as it gets. We're at the rave right now for a Babytron concert where we got Chicken P, we got Certified Trapper, we got a bunch of people. So this is a very special night for the city. They're gonna rock it, and it's just fun to see. Milwaukee's a city that's been slept on a lot, but right now it's buzzing, and I feel like this is our takeover time. So I'm excited for the show. What's up, brother?
Big dogs gotta eat.
How you doing? What up, man? Tommy, nice to meet you.
What's going on, man? Chicken.
This is one of the OGs of Milwaukee, the OG of Milwaukee, I would say. I can't think of anyone else that would be in those shoes, but a pleasure to meet you, big dog.
Yeah, man, pleasure to meet you too,
and
my
congrats
boy.
on your deal. You're fucking making businesses too.
Yeah, man, you know, man, trying to keep this shit going.
For about a year, I was part of a Milwaukee gym helping to grow youth wrestling. And to get the kids hyped at practice, I brought in local rap legends Chicken P and Moolamar.
You guys look fresh.
When I went outside to greet Moolamar and Chicken P, I broke a big rule in the wrestling world, which is wearing your shoes outside. But anyways, let's see what happens.
What's happening?
Good to see you. How are you?
What's going, man? You in there wrestling?
Chicken, have you ever headlocked someone before in your life?
I fuck with what Tommy G. I like that he going back and giving back to the youth. You know, even if it's just information. It don't always got to be financial. But I fuck with that. I fuck with how he going back and feeding back into his community.
Hip toss someone?
Bro, you try to do that shit to me, I'm gonna show your ass I got moves.
So this is just a little something we're cooking up for the city. You know, I think it's important to have the kids. I want the kids to have somewhere to go. You know, so this is what we got going on. I feel like Milwaukee's a big part of my early success. Like, I blew up off the Keyboy video. That was a Milwaukee video.
Yeah.
And so I feel like giving back to Milwaukee is a huge thing to me.
Huge, bro. You gotta give back, bro.
You want to show these guys how to hip toss you?
Oh, what's up, bro? What's happening, my boy? Round the waist, above the elbow.
Yep. Stepping in, back step.
That's how you end somebody. Imagine that on concrete.
No, I already know.
You got a move you want to show everyone?
Yeah, bro, you ain't got no question. You trying to show me? Oh, you want to show me? All right, come on, y'all.
Come on, little bro.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna be very careful with this. Push into it.
Oh, okay. Boom. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Clap 2 times, you can hear me. All right, flamingo fight. If I get coached to touch his foot, boom, he's out. When he's out, he goes to the side, 10 push-ups, wait till the game's over. We got 2 Milwaukee in the house tonight. We got Moolamar and Chicken P. Give it up for that.
Y'all gotta stay on this path y'all on. Don't steer clear of this, man. Y'all, it don't matter who get in y'all ear. Y'all wrestle, y'all do it, y'all. No, man, it's the way to go, man. Y'all keep a positive hobby. You know, bro, y'all never know how far this will take y'all, and y'all never know what trouble doing this will keep y'all out of. Like, man, y'all might be here somewhere. This could be saving your lives from something, and I'm proud of y'all.
Give it up for Chicken.
Shout out to the youth, man.
beach with my brothers out there rocking up.
Not to even sound like that or nothing, like just work, you know.
Yeah.
And not even, I enjoy doing this shit, but like once you get so, like my body be so, it'd be like a robot. Like I'm just programmed to get up there, turn their ass up, back to regular schedule program.
Rapping's not an easy job, dude. Rocking a crowd and then show after show after show. It's exhausting. It's a hustle. You've been getting love in Milwaukee for a long time. How does it feel when you feel that home crowd energy?
I love that shit.
Let's see, you got some new pieces last time I saw you. Ooh, that's that dog shit militia. I tried to get in, but I didn't pass the initiation.
Probably could have got you definitely dog shit militia. You got dog shit.
Hey, you know what? I like that Milwaukee got their own sound too. It's like it's kind of like a little odd sound. Y'all know y'all heard Chicken Pea before? Y'all heard Y'all heard what's her name? She was a fairy. That beat. Hold on 1 second. Let me get some water, yo. She was a fairy. Shout out to Milwaukee, man. Shout out to Milwaukee. All right, let's get back to it. Hold on, let me just start it back a little bit. Just go back a little bit.
Shit militia. I tried to get in, but I didn't pass the initiation.
Probably could have got you definitely dog shit militia. You got dog shit.
I got some in my pocket right now. Is it exhausting?
Hell yeah. Cause it'd be like show, next day show.
As soon as you're done performing here, do you hit the bus and you're out of town already, or do you sleep here tonight?
We leaving. And then we going to LA.
It's a dope vlog right here.
Mr. Certified Trapper, how you feeling?
Tired as fuck.
Yeah? Like you've grown a lot in the last couple of years. Like I feel like a new presence from you, like a very mature, like you've been there, done that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting like more like used to like this life. It's different though, the tour like different from just rapping.
Congratulations, dude. It's so fucking fun to watch you out there doing your thing, the crowd vibing with you. You're putting on for the city. Thank you for what you do, dog.
I will say, I think it's tight how, okay, yeah, he's a white guy interviewing black guys, all that, so you know. But the one thing that I get the vibe from him, he's not trying to exploit them. Like, he's not trying to have them out here. Well, I mean, you know, he got backlash for the Kia Boy shit, but that shit went viral. But, you know, niggas growing this shit. You grow in this space, man. You start to bump your heads and you learn from your mistakes. But he definitely, his videos be definitely trying to shine light on what people have going. It don't be like trying to exploit them and make them beef and turn on each other and fight each other and shoot each other. Like some of these white motherfuckers be having motherfuckers talk gang violence and bring enemy hoods on here and try to diss the other enemy hoods. And like, I hate that type shit.
I love y'all, Milwaukee. Until next time, shitty boys done.
Okay, Tron, you could have chosen any guy in the world to go on tour with and make songs with.
Baby Tron, that was his name. Baby Tron.
Why Certified Trapper?
He's genuinely a great person, like outside of music, so.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, for sure.
How would you describe Certified Trapper? If you were talking to an alien or someone that's never met him before, how would you describe him?
In 3 words, certified, trapper, talented.
He's got like a million meet and greets. We're gonna let him go. Congratulations on rocking the show, big dog.
For sure.
Have a good night and good tour, okay?
Big dogs gotta eat, and don't forget, these nuts.
We're meeting Certified Trapper today, and we haven't seen him in a little while. It's been I feel like a few months. You've been to Houston, you've been in Michigan. So what brings you back to Milwaukee?
I'm just here for shit, like, I've been gone for a long time, so like, when everybody see me, they miss me, so shit.
You have that kind of hometown legend vibe going.
Yeah.
The kids come
It's
up.
like I'm more of a celebrity because I've been gone so long.
Okay, so what's the latest on your journey? What are you working on? What have you been up to?
We got a tour coming up next month, and I'm working on my tape. I want to get you on there.
We made a song way back in the day, but I think it got lost in the archives. I dissed the reporter lady from Fox 6.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
You want to take me on a little tour?
Oh, yeah. Got bikes and
So I
shit.
can see why this is the hot spot.
We got the old school. Old school, we working on the old school bikes, tires, and shit. We play a lot of basketball right here, busting his ass.
See that court up? I done busted a lot of niggas' ass. Don't let none of this shit fall out. Bust all you niggas' ass.
You can play basketball?
I'm better at defense than
Got a lot of goddamn bikes in that motherfucker now. I don't want to say what I'm thinking, but I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, but there's a lot of goddamn bikes up in there, bro. Now, one may assume, you know what I'm saying, that those bikes may be hotter than lava, but I ain't saying that.
offense. It feels like Milwaukee has its place now. Like, I feel like over the last couple, 3-4 years, all of a sudden a lot of people have started making their voice heard in Milwaukee. Do you feel like that?
Mm-hmm. We just need like more hard workers, streamers, porn stars.
Which one are you gonna be? So now you've been successful for a little while now. Do you feel like anyone that may have not liked you initially or been jealous of your success is like more open arms to you now?
I mean, I stay in my lane. I think people gonna try to say like, oh, I fell off, oh, I did this, but really like my attitude with rapping, I wouldn't call it an ego, but my attitude was like not always like I want it so much, I want it. I do it because it's my life. Shit, like I rap because I love rapping. I don't do it for the money, or I don't do it for the fame.
How do you know this guy?
This guy right here, that's my grandson.
What was he like coming up?
He was straight. He was straight, just a regular kid.
So what has it been like seeing him become certified trapper, the rapper?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm proud of him, and I hope to see his career go far.
It's a good way to be.
Yeah.
All right, should we hit the road and shoot some guns?
Hell yeah.
Let's go shooting.
My shit transition, my shit busting. Broke that motherfucker. Gotta put another one on.
Damn, broke his Cartiers.
That's how I'm gonna wear my shit.
How often you go shooting?
Every week.
Oh, really? So you're ready to go?
Trying to treat it like the, because like when I go to the range, it just make me feel like a man, just like how you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like if anyone comes in your house, they're so fucked.
No, yeah, for sure.
You're TTG, right? Trained to go?
Train, for sure.
Walk your ass if you want to.
I think it's crazy to have a gun in your house without practicing. Going shooting with certified trapper, that's on my bucket list, and I'm gonna accomplish that today. I can't wait to tell my grandkids.
I want you to test mine so you can see what them is like. These,
I ain't shooting these.
Some fun guns. They're very fun.
Smackers.
I'm gonna do the Glock first.
Yeah. Y'all want to see the rest of this? Y'all gonna have to go watch this part. I'm gonna fast forward past the shooting part because I ain't trying to get no strike diggity, no zappage going. So let me put it right here, bro.
G Baby is one of the most poppin' gangster rappers in Milwaukee, and he sounds like this.
Bitch, I can't fuck with you, broke, I'm sorry. So many heads lump, many shit I get gnarly.
We went to his block to have good old-fashioned fun Milwaukee style. Here's what went down.
Nah, nigga, in the trenches. You going to the trenches now.
What have you been up to today?
Shit, out here getting to it. But shit, really just stop this shit to front fuck with y'all. No bullshit.
And tell the people where we are right now.
We on 45, we on 45th.
And did you grow up here?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
What's that word?
Fat boys, huh?
Squeeze dance. What's that word? What's happening?
Come on there, man. We got some ice cream.
We got the ice cream truck out here, man.
For sure.
Oh, tell the people who you are and what you're running right now.
I'm Fat Boy. I'm running a business, a legit business. Fat Boy's ice cream truck, man. Been doing this for a little minute. My favorite ice cream is these right here.
Oh, my baby.
These right here.
Hey, let me get some of that. Hold on.
I got one left. I've been fading these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, so you grew up here as a kid.
Ice cream truck man eating all the goddamn ice cream. What the fuck? Getting high off your own supply, huh, fat boy?
How's it changed over time?
It changed over time. It just got hotter than bitch. Like back then, the motherfuckers could really make their cheese. Everybody loved us. But then after a while, that shit started getting hot. Motherfuckers started moving in. Motherfuckers started really paying attention to motherfuckers. You know, that shit don't cause nothing but problems. Motherfuckers have to move around.
Yeah, you're kind of like a hometown hero and you've got a lot of buzz behind you.
Yeah.
What is that like?
Shit, that should be feeling good. I ain't gonna lie, blessed.
How many years in the making is that?
What, with the rap? I started rapping about like a year ago.
Because I see your Spotify numbers. It's like, have you been signed already?
Yeah, I got some shit. I got some shit going on.
Because you have the numbers that labels must be looking at you. Like you got, to do that independently is big.
No, I ain't gonna lie, that shit a blessing. You know, motherfucker really came from nothing.
For the people that don't know, what is some Milwaukee lingo we can break down?
Cracking. You knew that.
You knew that.
You knew that though.
Tell them like what it mean. You want us to tell
Oh, you can break that down too.
Cracking.
Because someone's grandma might be watching. They don't know what that is.
Cracking mean basically
Whatever.
cracking what
5G, baby.
cracking basically mean like whatever you doing, whether you selling some shit, you selling tires, you could be selling clothes. If you doing a lot of that shit, you cracking, you slamming.
Cracking.
I ain't
got
gonna
more
fake
than
it.
3 heads. You cracking.
Whose car is this?
Oh, this big bro shit.
Yeah, he with us. Yeah.
Which guy? Who's? Can you give us a little like, you know, MTV Pimp My Ride? Can you just give us a little tour?
Are you good?
Now that in my era, that's not never happening. You showing what car we driving and saying who car it is? Nah. Tommy G, you just showed your white side, brother. That's your white side right there. You don't never exploit. When you in the ghetto, you don't never exploit a nigga car, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's a marked car. We call those marked cars where we come from. When you got special paint jobs, special rims, that's a marked car, nigga. So if nigga know that's your car, the whole city gonna know that's your car. Cause you got that special paint, that special rims, and the ops gonna see your shit and light that motherfucker up. So you don't never want the ops to know your car, man.
M37X, you know what I'm saying?
That's some shit we do in Milwaukee.
That's a 12, 25-inch Milano's, rose gold, outrageous.
So
I ain't
now
really
that
want
you
it.
have this, how has this impacted your life?
It really impacted my life, you know what I'm saying? That's what my kids like. They see other cars, they like them, they want to, know what I'm saying? I want one. So I just did one for them.
So your kids feel like you're the coolest dad in the world?
Yeah, I pick them up from school, all their friends get to see it, have fun, we ride.
Do you feel like this is a pretty Milwaukee style?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Why do you gotta have one of those on you?
You gotta keep it.
know.
You never know. You never know.
You never know.
We keep
Any
it.
day could be that day.
Any day.
Ain't nobody over here grimy or shicey like that, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to protect yourself, get back home to your family, to your brothers, you feel me?
Do you guys feel like the younger cats are crazier than when in your generation growing up was?
Hell yeah.
They ain't got no guidance. Half of their parents was locked up on drugs, all type of shit.
My age, my
they
generation, they
getting
starting to pick up like people
earlier.
who 21, 22, and they starting to have kids and shit. They starting to understand like, all right, this is a family. I gotta take care of my kids, this and that and the third. But the little ones, like they ain't gonna lie, they younger, 16, 15, 17, 18. They just don't care. I don't know.
I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but if anyone has a verse they want to drop.
Sometimes I'll be low trying to duck the fans. Really out here gritting, pussy running red. I can see why a broke nigga really staring. Cause I'm up a fucking bad and I ain't near him.
What's something you want the people to know? Because some people have never seen.
Hold on. Why you cut that nigga verse off? I thought you was gonna let my boy rock out. That nigga let that nigga do 2 bars and he cut it off. Damn.
Milwaukee before.
We not no hip shaking eyes, square eyes niggas. Like, how y'all think this shit is? We
Because
not
Milwaukee
that.
has some funky dance moves they got going on.
I mean,
right?
I hit a move.
Yeah.
No, everybody gonna hit a little groove. I hit a little move. On the G, we ain't around this bitch shaking eyes and doing all that weird shit. How y'all be making it seem? Y'all make it seem like we just be around this motherfucker booty shaking around this bitch.
I gotta give a lot of thanks to people in Milwaukee because this journey has kind of turned into something that I never knew it could. And I have a dream job, and a lot of it started because of Milwaukee videos taking off.
I don't fuck with you. I'm just
I had a guy with a ponytail at the Midtown try and flex on me.
What you mean?
He's like, you're not from Milwaukee? I'm like, I know I'm not. And then he's like, and he kept repeating it, and he's like, he thought I was claiming I was from like O Block or the trenches or something. While in face to face, he said, next time I see you, I'm gonna pop your ass.
Hell no, Tommy. You give us a motherfucking call, Tommy.
He don't even Who that sound like, y'all? Who that sound like? Ready to crash out for the white man? Just give me a call. I got you. You about to throw your life away, man. Relax, brother. Relax.
Shit.
All right, man. There we go. Shout out. All right, that was a good one, man. Shout out to Milwaukee. Shout out to the Mill, man. Shout out to the Mill. That was a good one. Another dope vlog from Tommy G in Milwaukee. You get to learn about some artists that's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? He had 4 different artists on there. Got some exposure. They doing their thing, so shout out to them, man. Love they sound they got going out there. I think it's dope. I think it's a tight wave. I think it ain't at the peak, so it's gonna be like over the next 5 years. I think it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, just like the Detroit sound did. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna get bigger. I can see the potential there. It's there. Hopefully they don't, crash out and niggas start beefing with each other and killing each other and shit like that type weird shit. But let me know what y'all think about this vlog, man. Let me know what y'all think about Milwaukee. What y'all think about the sound, the music scene. For those of you who just got hip to it through this video, and give you 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. Wah. All right, yeah. All right, cool. How many is that, y'all? Oh, what? That's 3. At least some long ones tonight. Oh, we doing 30 minutes. Oh, that was a 40-minute, and this one was 35 minutes. Okay. All right. Shit. Damn. How many we do? 3? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I said I'm gonna do 3 hours. It's been 2 hours and 11 minutes. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna stay true to my word. I'm gonna do another one, man. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's watch this right here, y'all. All right, let's watch this one right here, man. Let's keep it going. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the chat, though. Hold on. Dami your Dime, what's going on, man? Lady N, Spider-Man, Dirt been going crazy in the chat, man. I've been seeing your name every 5 seconds of this motherfucker. Shout out Dirt, shout out Sexy Nate, shout out Kenny Portillo. I need everybody to put something in the motherfucking chat right now. If you watching this bitch on your phone, I know if you watching it on your house TV, you can't do it, but if you watching this bitch on your phone, I need everybody to drop something in the chat right now so I can shout your motherfucking ass out. Because it's 12:30 a.m. in the motherfucking morning on the West Coast, which means it's 3:30 a.m. on the goddamn East Coast. So shout out to you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? D-Ways, what's happening with you, man? Dom on your Don, Nestor Isaac, JR, what's going on? Ace Pit Food, NYC Knowledge, you're my boy NYC Knowledge, man. We got to get some more NYC vlogs, man. Make sure you drop some NYC shit we need to watch, NYC Knowledge. Cali Torrin, like Sprite. I like Sprite. Mariah the One. Hold on, wait, let me go back. Y'all names is going crazy right now. Mariah the One. I like Sprite. Shout out to you. True Field. P4044. What's going on, man? King 88. Kangaroo. Kenny Portillo. What's going on? Casey Undercover. Cali Grown Trees up in this motherfucker, man. Bilbo 1K. Nestor Isaac. I see you. Bacon Easy. Don Lucci. Gangland Andretti. JR6. Y'all going crazy. I'm so above you. Shout out to you, man. Toledo's finest, Kangaroo, Big Homie, Late Nighters in his bitch, man. Commanders fan, what's going on? Young Widget 1, Mr. Vinny T 316, I see you in the building, man. Brown Eye Bandit 40, shout out to you. Blue, shout out to you. Joe G, Joseph Gutierrez. Yeah, Kenny Portillo, what's going on, man? All right, is that everybody? Because I'm like, shit, that's a lot of Steven Allen, man. Dewey O'Diller, what's going on? Cali Torn. I see you, man. Hey, Verus, Mr. Mo. Come on, I'm trying to catch all y'all names before I start back. Prodigy 007, Mark Jones, what's going on? My boy Papa E is in the building. Big booty freak hoes. Shout out Papa E, man. Better living, man. Damn, Big P, you don't ever rest, man. Rest is for the weak, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to get to the chicken, man. Fuck what you talking about. The Stack Boys 5, Joseph Gutierrez, man. Chris Smith, 2-3, Mark Jones, Better Living. Shout out to you, man. Out from the third. The Hater World, what's going on, man? Logo Secret VBS. Cindy R, 2-3. Shit, it's a lot of y'all. Kenneth L, shout out to you, man. Hazers 420. Aces in a motherfucker. Now I need to see all aces. Now I need to see that many fucking aces. All these fucking names. Aces in the fucking chat, nigga. The motherfucking highest is in the building, nigga. We up in this bitch. Late Nighters. This is where it stemmed from, y'all. This all started on Kick, so make sure y'all follow my Kick ABP network. This all started on Kick, man, with the Late Nighters, man. They stay on here late night with us. We watch reactions. We'll be on that motherfucker at 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Watching reactions and shit. And, you know, shout out to them. Thanks to their support. They love, you know what I'm saying? Kick embraced me and accepted me in the KCIP program, so I get paid when I go on Kick now by the hour. So shout out Kick. But they had an exception. They was like, you can't watch reactions on here no more. You can't watch reactions because it was considered a watch party, and you can't do a watch party when they paying you. They want you to entertain, so you know it's all good. So I said, all right, let me find a loophole in this, and I had the ABP. I just formed a reaction channel, which is right here. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Go ahead and take 2 seconds and press that subscribe button if you just watching. All right. And we made this channel, man, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing reactions on this motherfucker going live. Not only dropping them on here, but going live, and I just transitioned it to over here. And it's a beautiful thing, man. I ain't going to I like it. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I hope y'all enjoying it. I hope y'all enjoying it, man. I hope y'all enjoying it. They said, damn, you still live, Pun? I don't know if y'all realize, man. Like, I probably stream the most out of everybody. I low-key took, like 2-3 months, I kind of like matched everybody's energy, man. Everybody wasn't recording, you know what I'm saying? I went back 3 months, but I wasn't feeling right, man. It wasn't sitting right with my spirit. And shout out to, you got to get you a good woman, man. Get you a good one. My girl, she was like, hey, you need to turn back up on these niggas. And I'm like, fuck it, you right. Let me turn back up on these niggas then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be going live more. Don't worry about nothing, man. I just got some new shit today. I'm gonna be going live. Y'all gonna see. I'm about to start my charged up shit back up too and all that good shit, man. I keep saying that shit, but now I got what I need to do. So yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We gonna get this shit rocking. We up in this bitch. Don't worry about nothing. Yeah, man. Let's get it going. Let's get into this one. I think we could do 2 more. I think we could pull off 2 more right now. Let's do this one right here.
He's like, yeah, man.
All right, let's do this. Let's see. Hopefully this is a good one, y'all. Because this is a critical. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And this one is called Inside Master P and Pimp C's Surprisingly Violent Beef. All right. I didn't even know they had a violent beef. Let's get into it.
He's like, yeah, man, P came in here and beat up on my body.
I done come from that, now I'm trying to go an opposite way. I don't want to be walking around cracking people in the head and drive-by on people. That ain't me.
Pimp C has always been his own man. When he make up his mind to do whatever it is he want to do, that's what he gonna do.
Every region has its legends. In the South, fewer, bigger, or more violent than the story of Master P and Pimp C.
Once I found out Mama was cool with what was going on, and I felt like if Pimp was alive, would he speak on it?
Yeah.
I absolutely believe he was.
2 men with visions of dominance colliding in a clash that blurred the lines between music and the streets.
My 2 friends, I definitely felt I needed to step in. Master P wanted to be respected, and Pimp C wanted to be respected. To get both parties on one accord where the subject of respect, that was the solution.
Hotel rooms turned hostile, phones rang in Houston for deadly favors, and one of rap's most feared CEOs had to step in before blood was spilled.
The dude came to Jay Prince to get permission to kill Chad.
Damn.
Right? Damn. And Jay Prince like, no, that's, we got a lot of money on the line. This is my guy. And they gaffled him up.
This was about pride, power, and survival, and it left scars that would follow both men for years to come.
Did y'all know that they had a beef like this? A beef this deep? I did not know Master P and Pimp C to the point where they was trying to like off each other or like trying to kill each other. That was crazy. I did not know that.
Let's talk about it. Clash of business and brotherhood. The South has its own myths, stories that never made the front page but traveled through mixtapes, backstage whispers, and the voices of people who swore they saw it all go down. One of those stories sits at the intersection of Texas and Louisiana, two states with different cultures but the same hunger for respect. It's the story of Pimp C, the fiery half of UGK, and Master P, the mastermind who built No Limit Records into a military-styled empire.
You know, I named my company No Limit because there's gonna be no limit to my success. And I named myself Master P because I said I'm a master whatever I do.
What started as a collaboration turned into one of the most violent and talked about clashes in Southern rap history. The root of it all came down to something deceptively simple: money and respect. By the mid-90s, Pimp C wasn't just a rapper. He was a producer with an ear for sound that carried Texas soul, a musician who could sing hooks, build beats, and give records the kind of bounce that translated from Houston clubs to car stereos across the South.
Outspoken, he could rap, he could sing, he could produce. He was multi-talented.
Master P, meanwhile, was in the middle of his grind, moving records out the trunk, turning Richmond hustle into New Orleans empire, plotting a takeover of the entire rap game. When their paths crossed, it was supposed to be a win for both. UGK brought credibility, that Texas seal of approval, and Master P brought reach. Their biggest link came in 1996 on the track Break 'Em Off Something from P's Ice Cream Man. It was one of the songs that introduced Master P to a wider Southern audience, a record that turned heads and gave No Limit momentum outside Louisiana. For Pimp C, though, that success was tangled up in business disagreements, royalties, credits, who was owed what. It's the kind of dispute that happens often in music. But in this case, it didn't stay on paper. One of the earliest sparks came over money. After Break 'Em Off Something blew up, questions started swirling about how much Pimp C was actually compensated. People close to him said he felt—
Damn. Look, people close to it, like, yeah, people get in your ear. Hey, man, I know you getting money off that record, and you just a feature, and the nigga who you helped out, he getting all the money. He getting the shows every night. He the one popping. He the one getting the interviews. He ain't reaching out to you. You goddamn, you ain't got no money for the records yet. Yeah, that shit happens all the time. Especially when you do these favors like on some like homie shit. Yeah, I'm giving you the verse, nigga. I ain't charging you up front, but I do want some money from what you make from it. But see, niggas don't be having that conversation. Artists don't be having that conversation with each other. They'll do the verse, but then they had like the manager go tell them like months later, like, nah, you supposed to have that conversation with your homies off the rip. Hey, let's do the business right on this one. You know, I ain't gonna charge you up front, but let's make sure these splits is right. Let's get this shit registered. Let's boo, 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 boo. And if you put it out through distro, hey, here we go. We can split this up. Here go my email. Put that in your distro, kid. Make sure I get my little split, my 25%, 12.5, 10, depending on what you're going to give me based on what I did. And nigga, we smooth selling. You know what I'm saying? We cool. But niggas don't never have that conversation, man.
Felt shorted, that the royalties didn't line up with the weight he carried on the record. To Pimp, this wasn't just about numbers on a check. It was about principle. He had given a beat, a hook, and his presence to a track that helped launch Master P into another level of recognition. To feel like that work wasn't honored the right way was a sting he couldn't ignore. The real turning point, though, didn't happen in the studio. It happened over the phone, and it wasn't even Pimp C on the line. It was his mother, Westlyn Monroe, Mama West, everyone who knew her. She wasn't just family, she was his manager, the one guarding his business and protecting his time. Master P called her one day, pressing for Pimp to come to Baton Rouge for a session. But Pimp already had a job locked in with an independent artist who had paid him the same $10,000 that P was offering. Mama West explained that, for her, business was business. The indie artist's money was just as real. But
I would have never thought Pimp C had a momager. I would have never in a million years thought Pimp C had a momager.
Master P didn't take no easily. He pushed back, allegedly telling her that the record she was protecting wasn't going to get played, while his was destined to blow. It wasn't just a difference in scheduling, it was a clash in tone, in authority. Mama West wasn't going to fold. She stood her ground, telling P bluntly that he couldn't just dictate terms. According to her, the argument ended sharp, words exchanged that cut deeper than just business talk. Pimp C overheard it, and to him, it wasn't about missed sessions or contracts anymore. It was about family. In his world, you didn't speak down to his mother, especially not over something as small as a scheduling conflict. That kind of disrespect left a mark.
Master P had cussed out C's mom on the phone.
Oh yeah, see. Nah. I can see how a little beef gets started. See, this is why it's like having your mom or your dad as your manager is too close for comfort, man. It's like, I know you got my best interest, but I'ma react like if somebody talk to you crazy, I'ma crash. Compared to like having a different manager who I know can handle his own and all that, but you my mama. I ain't finna let no rapper like imagine that. Your mama managing you and this rapper that you thought was your friend is over here like, hey bitch, check this out. Tell your son he needs to pull up. Woo woo. Like, what? You crashing. It's up, nigga. You done call my mama a bitch, it's over for life, nigga.
Pimp got on stage that night and he said, limit, and went off.
Even though Master P called back half an hour later to smooth things over, agreeing to record the following day, the damage had already been done. They did the song and the record hit big, but the relationship had shifted. For Pimp C, it was personal now. At shows, Pimp C let the crowd know how he felt. On stage, he told audiences about the disrespect, framing it as Master P cursing his mother out. Whether that detail was accurate or just his interpretation of heated words, it didn't matter to him. The line was crossed, and he wanted everyone to know. Crowds of fans followed his lead, chanting against No Limit, against Master P. It wasn't just one show either. Accounts say he repeated it across multiple cities, building momentum around the feud. What Pimp did wasn't just venting, it was a declaration of war. In hip-hop, especially back then, public humiliation was dangerous. Respect was everything, and when you try to strip it away in front of a crowd, there was going to be a response. For Master P, a man who built his brand on strength and dominance, ignoring it wasn't an option. The rise of No Limit and UGK. And it isn't surprising. Master P's story is one most rappers still point to as the blueprint for independence. He didn't walk into a record label with a demo tape hoping to get discovered. He built his own, brick by brick. Starting in Richmond, California, far from the South that would eventually crown him, he was hustling his records out the trunk.
It was definitely the blueprint, man. Master P was the blueprint to be one of them entrepreneur out here pushing your own music. And he got that hustle from the Bay. Shout out to the Bay Area. He got that game from the Bay Area for sure.
No Limit wasn't a name yet. It was just P selling CDs hand to hand, stacking every dollar he could, and slowly growing a reputation as a man who knew how to move product.
I built No Limit on $10,000. I put up my own posters. I went to every hood. I started taking my van and going from hood to hood, selling my CDs. That's the whole thing. I started selling it out of the trunk.
By the time he moved his base back home to New Orleans, he wasn't thinking like a rapper anymore. He was thinking like a mogul. He understood that owning your masters, controlling your distribution, and building your team in-house meant freedom. No Limit Records turned into a machine. The brand wasn't subtle. It was loud, aggressive, and everywhere. He had artists like Silk the Shocker, C Murder, Mia X, Mystical, Fiend, and later, Snoop Dogg. The roster looked endless, and so did the music. There was a new No Limit release in stores almost every week. Priority Records gave Master P the national distribution, but the grind was still local, still southern, still grounded in the idea that nobody could outwork him. Meanwhile, 300 miles west, UGK was carving out a completely different lane. Port Arthur wasn't a city people associated with rap. It was small, industrial, almost quiet compared to Houston or Dallas, but that's where Pimp C and Bun B were putting together something special. Pimp was rapping, producing, composing, and shaping a sound that didn't sound like New York, LA, or even New Orleans. It was Texas soul, thick and bluesy, layered with church organs, heavy funk, and the punch of the Roland 808. He called it country rap tunes.
Man, I'm 16 years old. We doing shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we really wasn't no serious money. I think we were getting $500 a show.
Bun B was the anchor. His voice had authority.
That nigga Pimp C got some legendary interviews, man. One night I'm gonna do a reaction to like Pimp C interviews and shit. Like, he got some legendary interviews.
The kind of cadence that made
I always use his line, I'm gonna make a nigga smell my cologne. That nigga Pimp C got some legendary shit.
Listen, Pimp C was the wild card, high-pitched, emotional, sometimes confrontational, sometimes smooth enough to croon on a hook. Together, they were balanced. They took their local slang, their stories about southern streets, and turned them into something that didn't need outside validation. This is where the two stories begin to touch. By the mid-90s, No Limit was rising, and Master P was hungry for collaborations that would plant his flag deeper into the South. UGK was already respected across Texas and Louisiana. Pimp C's beats had a grit that P liked, and Bun's verse gave weight to any track. They came together on Break 'Em Off Something in 1996, and it ended up being one of Master P's breakout moments. It was a union of two Southern powers, and for a brief moment, it looked like the relationship would be mutually beneficial. But from the beginning, there were differences in how they operated. P thought like a businessman first, an artist second. Every move he made was about leverage, ownership, and expansion. Pimp C, on the other hand, was uncompromising. He cared about the music, the respect, and the principle of things. Money mattered, but not more than his pride, not more than standing on what he believed was.
He was definitely a prideful motherfucker. Pimp C, he wore his pride on his goddamn shoulder. You goddamn right.
Right.
Pimp C has always been his own man. When he make up his mind to do whatever it is he want to do, that's what he gonna do.
Dissing in music and shows. So when the tension moved from phone calls and backroom arguments into the music itself, that's when people really started to notice. Pimp C was never the type to keep quiet. He'd turn personal frustrations into coded jabs on records. One minute he'd be talking about fake hustlers, the next he'd slide in a line about somebody trying to control his time and disrespect his family. To outsiders, it sounded like general rap talk. To people close to the situation, it was a shot aimed squarely at Master P.
It's Pimp C, man. Listen, bro, the man is such a character, bro. He dissed Master P.
And Master P had his own way of clapping back. He didn't rely on slick wordplay like Pimp C. Instead, No Limit's music started carrying that polished, heavy, almost militarized feel, like a marching band mixed with street hustle. Everything was about the tank, the soldiers, the empire. It wasn't so much subliminal as it was about showing dominance. Master P didn't have to call names. The branding itself, the covers, the chants, the hooks, all sent a message. We're bigger, we're stronger, we can't be touched. Against UGK's raw, dirty Texas sound, it felt like two different Souths were suddenly squaring off. Fans started reading between the lines. In Texas, people would point out verses where Pimp C was clearly talking about Master P. They'd replay the tapes, circle the lines, and say, "That's for No Limit." Meanwhile, in Louisiana, the loyalty was deep. Master P had built himself into more than a rapper. He was the face of New Orleans hustling made good. Every time UGK slipped in a shot, No Limit fans brushed it off as jealousy, as Texas boys not being able to handle the rise of the tank. But it wasn't that simple. By this point, UGK already had a chokehold on the Southern Underground. They had credibility that no amount of flashy branding could buy. Their sound was baked into Texas car culture, into the country rap tune's identity. And Pimp C's subliminals weren't just attacks, they were warnings. He wanted people to know he wasn't anyone's employee, wasn't anyone's soldier. If he had to burn bridges to prove it.
Damn, what the fuck? How the fuck I didn't know him and Master P beef was this deep? I didn't even know they was beefing. That's how out the loop I am on this one. I never heard this story before. And then like they got all this shit, like it's going back and forth, and I did not know all this shit. This is crazy. And I was a No Limit fan like a motherfucker. I don't know how the fuck I missed this one. How I missed this. This is crazy.
So be it. There's a performance from around this period that shows how much the music and the street talk had merged. Before Pimp even rapped a verse, he stopped the show and told the crowd about a ho dude from Louisiana disrespecting his mama. Then he had thousands of fans chant F Master P in unison.
He was going on stage saying F no limit.
That wasn't a subliminal anymore. It was live, on stage, with the energy recorded in people's memories. From that night on, every UGK verse that sounded like a diss carried extra weight. And the beef gave people ammo on both sides. Every UGK track with a sharp line became a rallying cry for Texas. Every new No Limit release, stacked with features, videos, and national reach, became proof for Louisiana that their general was untouchable. What started as two men clashing over money, respect, and ego had morphed into a cultural divide. The music didn't just reflect the beef, it amplified it, spread it, and turned it into a story that every Southern rap fan had to pick a side on.
Jesus Christ. UGK versus No Limit. Rap a lot. Damn. That's crazy. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, them niggas didn't work together like that. Damn, that would have been powerful, man. Pride is a motherfucker. But at the same time, nigga got to stand on respect. Like, nigga ain't tolerating no disrespect. Now when it come to moms, that's why I'm saying having a momager, like, you going to take so much to heart because you going to look at niggas like talk to your mama, not disrespecting your manager. You going to look at them like they disrespecting my mama. But see, to a nigga, he looking at it like that's your manager. And that's where the confusion come in at. Yeah, I know it's your mama, but it's your manager, nigga. So she putting herself in these shoes. I'm going to talk to her like a man if he was in those shoes. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody going to ever understand, like, ain't nobody going to ever tolerate a nigga disrespecting your mama. Especially if y'all got a good rapport, y'all love each other. Like, yeah, hell no.
The beef's breaking point. Now that the beef was made very public with a chant, Master P's response didn't come in a song. It came in a hotel room.
He said P had the gloves on and was going to work on them, you know, and it came up in the hotel room on him. And that was pretty much how that went.
Pimp C was staying at the Residence Inn in Sugar Land, Texas, while working on Right and Dirty. It wasn't his first choice of hotel, but his preferred spot downtown was full. The Sugar Land location just happened to be right in Master P's territory. According to multiple accounts, his mother's, his friends, even Pimp's own retelling, one night the door to his room was forced open. Several masked men rushed in. Among them was Master P. They held Pimp down. P, wearing gloves, went to work with a pistol, striking.
Damn, what the fuck? Oh, they got cracking.
Him across the face and body. It wasn't just a beating, it was meant to send a message, and at the end of it, P allegedly pulled off his mask, looked him in the eye, and made sure Pimp knew exactly who had done it.
He's like, yeah, man, P came in here and beat up on my body.
The aftermath was ugly. Pimp suffered a concussion. Mama West believed he had fractured ribs. He was shaken to his core.
Damn, this made, hey, Master P, what the fuck, man? You was out here thugging for real, nigga. Ran up in a nigga hotel room, whooped his ass, nigga, and pulled off the mask and let nigga know. Oh, man, come on, man. How can you not love the No Limit niggas, man? Them No Limit soldiers. I thought I told you, nigga.
Not just by the physical damage, but by the way it went down. To him, a fight should be man-to-man, fair. Win or lose, you handle it directly. But being jumped and restrained while another man swung on him, that felt like a violation of every code he lived by.
My two friends, I definitely felt I needed to step in. Master P wanted to be respected, and Pimp C wanted to be respected. To get both parties on one accord where the subject of respect, that was the solution.
The timing couldn't have been worse. UGK was in the middle of crafting Right and Dirty, the album that would go on to define Southern rap.
All I want to know right now is, did Pimp C get his get back? That's what the only question that's in my head right now. And I'm like, okay, hold on, because nigga, this is an interesting story right here. This is an interesting storyline. Like, I did not know nigga Master P ran up in the room and beat up Pimp C and disrespected his mama, all that. Master P was on his bully, nigga. What the fuck? And then ran up in the nigga room, whooped his ass, held him down. Did Pimp C get some get back? Come on, Pimp C. Tell me you got some get back. Tell me you got some get back, man. We're going to wait to hear.
But after the attack, Pimp couldn't focus. He was hurt, angry, and distracted. Sessions stalled. The album ended up delayed by months. In interviews, his crew later admitted he lost all inspiration for a while. It took time for him to recover enough to even want to get back in the booth. And if the attack was meant to settle the issue, it had the opposite effect. Instead of closing the book, it deepened the resentment. Pimp C felt betrayed, disrespected, and humiliated. The beef was no longer about music, money, or contracts. It was personal, etched in bruises and scars. In the South, quick tempers and bruised pride could turn words into violence fast. And that's exactly what happened here. What began as a disagreement over business turned into a cycle of retaliation, threats, and bad blood that could have easily ended in tragedy. Both men were too powerful, too proud, and too stubborn to let it die quietly. Pimp C's downward spiral. By the early 2000s, the weight of everything was catching up to Pimp C. The hotel incident, the constant subliminals, the paranoia that came with watching your name get pulled into beefs across the South, it all left him raw. He was still making music, still keeping UGK alive, but his personal life was spiraling.
No. It's starting to sound like Pimp C getting weak, and Master P is like, he's the aggressor. He's the strong one here. Pimp C, I don't know, Pimp C. Come on, don't let us down. Please, brother, don't let us down. You spiraling, you can't record, you done pushed the project back, your head fucked up. Meanwhile, Master P out here going crazy. He's signing Snoop Dogg. He's signing all the big art. Nigga, he going crazy. He dropping hits. Nigga, he running the game. Sun going up. Everybody, nigga, Master P doing it big. I got the hookup. He dropping movies. He doing all this. And you over here spiraling. You can't focus. Oh, no. No. He got you all out your element. Master P is just, he won. Let's see.
And came the case that changed everything. In 2002, Pimp was sentenced to 8 years for aggravated assault. It stemmed from an altercation where a gun was allegedly involved, the kind of situation that wasn't uncommon in his orbit, but had finally caught up with him. The moment the sentence came down, it felt like a gut punch, not just to UGK, but to the South as a whole. He was a cornerstone of Texas rap, the voice that had demanded respect for country rap tunes. And suddenly, he was gone. Bun B launched the now infamous Free Pimp C campaign almost immediately. Mixtapes, t-shirts, stage shoutouts, it became a rallying cry across the culture. Artists from Houston to New York showed support, but even with the love, the reality inside was harsh. Pimp didn't do his time in protective custody. He refused. As he later explained, he couldn't stand the thought of sitting in solitary, cut off from everything. So he stayed in general population, moving through different Texas units.
They wasn't really concerned about me or my well-being. They were just trying to cover their in case something went down and I got hurt.
In prison, he became the kind of folk hero, respected by other inmates, looked up to as proof that someone from their world could make it and still keep it real. But the walls didn't dull his paranoia. If anything, they made it worse. He talked openly after his release about how guards targeted him, how being locked in Texas meant constantly running into people who either hated him for who he was or wanted something from him. On one hand, he was writing songs, meeting younger artists, staying creative. On the other, he was stewing, turning over in his head all the wrongs done to him, all the people he felt had crossed lines. And the beef with Master P was never far from his mind. Even behind bars, the story of that hotel room followed him. To Pimp, it was unfinished business. To his people on the outside, it was fuel for whispers. Stories spread about violent encounters between UGK affiliates and No Limit associates, run-ins at clubs, crews eyeing each other at shows. Nothing ever turned into an open war, but the tension was real. And with Pimp locked up, every rumor hit harder, feeding his distrust. He didn't know who was plotting, who was protecting him, or who might be.
Meanwhile, Master P is out shooting movies, dominating the game. That Master P, big W, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C, first off. Rest in peace, Pimp C. But goddamn it, this is why I love Master P. This is why I love No Limit, man. This is why I loved No Limit. They was a shit. And if you was from that era, you would know what I'm talking about. No Limit was the shit in that era, in our era when we came up. They was the shit, bro. And this just makes the story, this is like icing on the cake. Like, he was really on his gang, because we always looked at Master P as an entrepreneur. Like, he out here making business moves. We didn't look at him like the gangster, the thug. That was never his image. You never looked at Master P like as a thug or a gangster. You know, you looked at him as a businessman. Even though he come from the projects and all that, he was a businessman. He made the world perceive him as such, as a businessman first. Then everything else after, but businessman. When you say Master P, businessman.
Waiting when he got out. The scariest moment came when word got around that someone in Master P's circle had actually called Houston asking for permission to take him off the board completely. In the South, nothing that serious could move without approval, and in Houston, all roads led to James Prince. Jay Prince was the quiet power of Rap-A-Lot, a man whose name carried more weight than most rappers could dream of. If someone wanted to greenlight a hit in Texas, they had to clear it with him. According to people close to Pimp, the call was made. Someone from P's side asked for the go-ahead to kill him. Prince shut it down instantly.
The dude came to Jay Prince to get permission to kill Chad.
Damn, nigga, No Limit is bullies, bro. Oh, shit, nigga, No Limit is on that gangster shit. We know he with you. We know that's your mans, nigga. We know Jay Prince, we know he with you. And we gonna respect your protocol out here in Texas. But just know, we want to chip that nigga. Yes or no? Green light or no? We gonna respect you because we fuck with you, but that nigga's, he dog food. We on his ass. Damn. Hey, man, I don't know. It sound like Pimp C bit off more than he could chew going against No Limit, man. That's what it sound like to me. I ain't gonna lie. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Do it sound like Pimp C bit off more than he could chew going at war with Master P? I'm just saying.
Right? And Jay Prince like, no, that's, we got a lot of money on the line. This my guy. And they gaffled him up.
But even though Prince's word kept the situation from exploding, the fact that the call had even been made stuck with Pimp C. It confirmed everything he already felt, that he was surrounded by enemies, that people he'd worked with wanted him gone. To him, the Master P beef was part of that bigger picture. He saw it as more than just a personal clash. It was proof of how dangerous the industry could be if you weren't careful. The years inside took a toll. He admitted later that it drained him financially, that even with people like Bun B and Jay-Z looking out, being gone meant watching money fly out faster than it came in. He admitted it made him angrier, more suspicious, less willing to trust anyone, but he also said it gave him clarity. When he walked out in December 2005, finally free after 3 years locked away, he carried both things with him, the scars and the perspective. And that's why one of the first things he did was try to close the book on old beefs. In later interviews, Master P himself said that Pimp C approached him with an apology.
All right. Need I say more? There it is, y'all. Need we say more? Now, this ain't no disrespect to Pimp C. Rest in peace to a legend. He was a goddamn legend. But I never even knew about this beef. But hearing about this beef, and then now, like, he bit off more than he could chew. He bit off more than he could chew, man. I don't think he understood the power and the force that came with No Limit. They was probably on, like, equal grounds at one point. So he probably thought he had a chance. But once Master P got that money, well, he already had bread. But once he got way more money, way more influence, way more power, way more respect, it was too much for Pimp C. That's what it seemed like to me. And let me know if I'm tripping, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what it sounds like. At what point do you hear that, Pimp C did anything to Master P that affected him? I don't know, but this could be a biased take, a narrator, you know what I mean? But for what we hear right now, though.
Big Dog, I apologize to you. He remembered Pimp saying, "That was my bad, I was on drugs." It was blunt, almost sad in its honesty. The same paranoia, the same impulsive anger that had pushed the beef to its ugliest moments had been fueled by substances, by stress, by the weight of too much too fast. Mama West confirmed it. She said Master P was one of the very first people to call her son when he came home. They talked, they let it go. The two even spoke about working together again, about finding some kind of full circle from how it all began. But even in that reconciliation, he could still feel the shadow of what happened. Pimp C had spent years believing that someone wanted him dead. He had been locked away while rumors and plots swirled, and that leaves marks you can't fully erase. The downward spiral had nearly consumed him. Jail time, paranoia, rumors of hits, the constant weight of distrust, it all pushed him to the edge. But when he came home, he at least tried to build something new, to move forward. The scars of the beef with Master P never completely faded, but they were finally put to rest. The tragedy was that by then, he didn't have much time left to enjoy the peace. Tragically, Pimp C passed away just 2 years later on December 4th, 2007. Mama West would pass away years after that. Out of respect, Master P rarely speaks on the incident today, stating he doesn't want to talk about it when Pimp C and his mother are no longer here to tell their side of the story.
Damn, dog. Wow, wow, wow. I did not know that their beef was that deep. I didn't even know about their beef, period. I didn't know that shit. What the fuck? Damn. Wow. Out of respect for Pimp C, rest in peace. I'm not going to say nothing crazy or have no wild takes. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Those are both, rest in peace to him, rest in peace to Pimp C mama. And Master P, shout out to Master P. These are all legends, man. We just learned something new. I'm going to let y'all give y'all takes and y'all opinions in the comments section, man. I'm not going to say nothing. I respect both parties. You know what I'm saying? But this is a wild story right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Make sure y'all run it up in the comments section. Give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. Sheesh. My Lord, man. All right, man. These some good reactions, man. Hey, smash the like button if you like these reactions tonight. Hey, Ace is in the chat if you like these reactions tonight, man. These some good reactions, man. Some good videos. Some good videos we've been watching tonight. I ain't gonna lie, because I was only gonna come on here and do like 2 or 3. And yeah, man. Here we are. And guess what, y'all? We are at the 3-hour mark, man. We are at the 2 hours and 50 minutes. Damn. I thought I could make one more, man. I said I would do 3 hours, man. I can't be. I was gonna stay on here at 12:30. That's what I said. 12:30. That was my original. I said I'm gonna stay on here at 12:30. Ah, man, y'all motherfuckers, man. Shout out to the late nighters, man. Shout out to the late nighters. Shout out to the late nighters. Late nighters, what y'all want to do? Should I do one more? Or call it a night, man? Let me know right now. First response I see is what I'm gonna do. Ready, go. Put in the chat. Niggas say one more. You always one more. Damn. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit, man. God damn it. All right. The mystical one. That's the one I said I was gonna watch. That's the one I told y'all. We staying in the no limit bag. Now we going to mystical. Y'all know he's a perv. Let's get the story. Let's get the story. We're gonna keep it in the South. Let's get the story, man. This one is gonna be 15 minutes. Cool, I'm fine with that. I can't do another hour one because I gotta wake up and go to the gym. But I'm gonna do this one right now. This is a 13, 14-minute one. And then we're gonna end on that note. You know what I mean? So with that said, you know what I'm saying? Because I was about to get off this motherfucker, but I'm doing this for y'all. So in return, just smash the like button one time, man. Just smash the like button. I'm doing this for the people, man. Because I'm tired as a bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna bang out a 15-minute one. I'm gonna bang out this one right here. I'm gonna bang out this one. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch this one. Oh, don't be no sad shit, man. That's gonna be me to sleep. All right, let's do it, y'all. All right. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and this one is called The Real Story of How Mystical Got Life in Prison. Let's unpack it.
Ascension Parish deputies arrested Michael Tyler, also known as Mystical. He's facing several charges, including first-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery, and false imprisonment.
A woman claims she was raped, robbed, and held against her will by a man whose fame did not provide him any favors. Tonight, Mystical sits in the Ascension jail accused of charges that could put him away for life if he's convicted.
To my baby and my little babies, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry that things went the way they went. I'm sorry I broke down the way I did. And I want you to know that I'm sorry. I regret that. And
Jesus, Mystical.
First at 6 o'clock, Mystical, a well-known rapper on the wrong side of the law tonight. His third rape arrest over the past 2 decades.
He didn't show.
You can't even feel sorry for a nigga who did it 3 times. One time is outrageous. 2 times is crazy. A 3rd time for the bro, you are out of pocket. Nigga, what? Oh, man.
The victim any sympathy, and he doesn't get any sympathy or special treatment.
That is crazy, y'all.
By now, it's widely known that Mystical is no stranger to legal trouble. With a handful of charges, he is currently held without bail at Ascension Parish Prison. In this video, we'll break down what really went down in his cases and try to clear up any confusion. Stick around as we explore his run-ins with the law. Let's jump right in.
I debut beating boy band groups. Better let me know what the hell y'all won't do. Either keep up or you can't.
Mystical was, man, he was fire, bro. Damn, man, Mystical, we can't even play your music no more.
On July 3rd, 2002, Mystical placed a call to his 40-year-old hairstylist, asking her to meet up with him at his home in Baton Rouge to do his braids. This was just a cover, as Mystical had been suspecting financial misconduct from her, that she had been embezzling money from his bank account. When she arrived, Mystical confronted her about the gaps in his bank account that amounted to $80,000. She started making up excuses, but they didn't add up. Mystical became really frustrated and threatened to report her to the police if she didn't speak her truth. It was then that she admitted to cashing out unauthorized checks from his bank account. She was doing this for personal gain. Reasons for Mystical's next move remain a mystery. Maybe he wanted to get her back for what she did. Maybe he saw it as an opportunity. He boxed her to 2 options. Either she was to have sex with him and they call it even, or get reported for the embezzlement of his funds.
What? So $80,000 could be wiped clean for sex? Now listen, you either gonna go to jail or you could clear your debt by giving me some of that ass. Nigga, you are a pervert, bro. What? $80,000? $80,000? You gonna clear it over some ass? Nigga, you is what?
Woman reported complying out of fear of legal repercussions. Mystical then rang his 2 bodyguards, Leland Ellis and Carter, and told them to come over to the house. Mystical then commanded Ellis to tape him, having sex with her, but while the camera was turned off, reports say he got aggressive with her. When the camera rolled back on, Ellis and Carter were seen getting involved, and she's seen performing oral sex. She felt violated. It was clear to the point that Mystical...
All right, hold on, man. I'm sorry I got to stop the video, but it just registered what all just happened. He called 2 bodyguards, his 2 bodyguards, to come over and told one of them record me. What? Okay, look, for one, you swapping out $80K for ass is violent. That's crazy. Then for 2, why are you calling another guy to come record you? This is too much, man. This is too much, man. Mystical, we just came off of Master P looking victorious in his situation, watching his reaction video, to you looking like a total clown from No Limit, man. Golly.
With the help of his attorney, Gary Harvey had to get her to sign an affidavit, which is a declaration that she consented to getting involved in group sex. This was a precautionary measure that came in handy in Mystical's court hearing. On July 4th, she reported the incident to the police, but this was met by the signed affidavit. The woman, however, denied, saying she signed when she was in a state of confusion. Following these events, the police conducted a raid on Mystical's residence, where they discovered the tape hidden in a safe. Subsequently, Mystical, along with his two bodyguards, Carter and Ellis, were arrested in connection to the incident. On Thursday, July 18th, Mystical was released on $250,000 bond and was to face mandatory life sentence in jail if convicted on the charge of aggravated rape. The extortion charges, which was basically the blackmail, carry a maximum sentence of 15 years. Mystical then got a new attorney, J. David Borland, who after numerous meetings with the state prosecutor, was able to whittle the charges down to sexual battery in exchange for a guilty plea. In early December 2003, David Borland filed a motion to retract Mystical's previous guilty plea to charges of sexual battery and no contest to extortion. The no contest to extortion meant that Mystical was neither admitting guilt nor contesting the charges. Essentially, it was a way for him to accept the punishment without officially admitting wrongdoing. The reason for this motion was the discovery that prosecutors had provided Judge Marabella with the videotape of the alleged sexual assault. Mystical's lawyer felt that this new evidence could more negatively impact the case, leading him to seek the withdrawal of Mystical's guilty plea. As part of their negotiation, the prosecutor agreed the tape would remain sealed and would not be admitted in the case as evidence. However, when the judge asked to see the videotape, the prosecution gave it to him to view. I cannot say in good faith the state deceived us, but there may have been a misunderstanding. They said they were not going to use the tape to increase the sentence, and we took that to mean the tape would be held confidential forever. The state did not bring the tape up to the judge. He asked to see the tape before sentencing, Bourdain said.
What?
Out the bell! Cause that bitch gonna need.
This is crazy, bro. All right, so my question is this. This is where my timeline, I got to refresh my memory. What year? Okay, they maybe said in the beginning, I just didn't hear it because I was more so focused on getting like the details of what all happened type shit. But was No Limit still a thing when this happened? And did Master P still associate with him after this? Did Master P still associate with Mystical after his first release? Let's keep watching them.
January 15th, 2004. Mystical
Okay, there we go. We got a date.
Was sentenced to a 6-year prison term for sexual battery against his former hairstylist. The sentencing took into account Mystical's 2 prior arrests for drug and gun possession earlier in his career. Judge Anthony also required Mystical to register with the state as a sex offender.
Oh, you know, I just remembered when he got out of jail for, I want to say the second time, or it could have been the first time, because if 2004 he went to jail for 6 years, that was about 2010 then. That might be the first time he got out. He signed to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg had signed him when he got out of jail. That's very dark now that I think about it.
Under Louisiana state law, Mystical was to be eligible for parole after 2 years behind bars. The judge criticized Mystical's belief that he's above the law and that the plea deal spared him from a harsher sentence. Upon release, he was to face 5 years of probation with conditions, which, if he were to violate them, he would be going back in for up to 10 more years. Carter and Ellis also served 4 and 3 years respectively after pleading guilty. Surprisingly, Mystical's second legal trouble was concurrent with the first, as when he was in prison, he faced 2 misdemeanor counts of failing to file tax returns for 1998 and 1999. The court, however, allowed him to serve the 1-year federal sentence concurrent with his 6-year state sentence. This denied him parole rights that he had after 2006, and so he went on to be released in 2010. After this, he thought the worst was behind him, and it was time to focus on his career. 2 years later, he would be heading back to jail.
Damn, 2012.
February 22nd, 2012, Mystical got into a heated argument with his domestic partner, leading to his arrest and a subsequent charge of domestic abuse battery, which basically means he used physical force or violence against her. The details of the argument are not provided, but this incident resulted in Mystical being detained for 9 days before being released on bail. Later, on April 16th, he faced legal repercussions for violating the terms of his probation.
Damn.
Mystical was sentenced to 3 months in jail, with credit given for the 9 days he had already served. This reduced his total confinement period to 81 days, and he began serving his sentence on May 14th at the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail. Around the time he left Cash Money Records, shortly after he would get arrested for another sexual assault in 2017. The story...
Wait, what? Mystical went to Cash Money Records? What? Mystical went to Cash Money? I don't even remember that. What the fuck?
The story goes that on August 20th, 2017, Mystical with a bunch of other people were hanging out. It was a small party and they were having a good time. The alleged victim in the charge, let's call her Serene, kept on ditching her boyfriend because she wanted to hang out with Mystical the whole night.
We went to the show, we all had a good time. She was ditching her boyfriend, be all up in hood ass and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Some innocent people about to go to jail for something that your boyfriend done said.
This angered her boyfriend, who in response reported a case of rape and kidnapping to the police the next day. A warrant for Mystical's arrest was issued, but Mystical turned himself in as he wanted to clear his name. He was subsequently charged with rape and held at the Caddo Correctional Center on a...
Golly. Come on, bruh. Jesus Christ.
$3 million bond until February 14th, 2019, when he was able to post bond. Serene, on the other hand, had further backed her boyfriend's statement at the station. However, after investigations, on December 17th, 2020, the rape charges were dismissed due to lack of evidence.
I mean, how's it feel?
It feels good. It feels good. Just grateful for this opportunity to get my life back. You know, sometimes you got to overlook the circumstances and walk with faith, man. You know, this thing could be a tomb where you're sitting there deteriorating, or it could be a cocoon where you can come out of that thing. It's a butterfly.
It was alleged Serene and her had ulterior motives, either attempting to exploit Mystical for financial gain, or Serene supported her boyfriend's statement to shield him from potential consequences.
Interesting.
Only thing I did is made a phone call to a friend. I asked her, was she okay? She said she was okay. But if you telling me that you all right and ain't nobody did nothing to you, then why send some innocent people to jail? So yeah, I'm going to say, well, you need to go up there and see what's going on and drop these charges, because some innocent people about to go to jail for something that your boyfriend done said. Because if she got raped, then everybody would have went to jail that damn day.
This last time, fam, the chick lied to her dude, bro. Dude, they was trying to get some money. They kept pushing his court date back. Every 3 months, he come to court, they push it back 3 more months. She not showing up to court, she in jail. She got a whole bunch of charges from theft, lying, prostitution. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that, though. Like, the media just keep saying he a rapist.
All right, so hold on. So, Mystical, what's y'all judgment on this second one? What's y'all judgment? That he was framed or he's guilty? What's your judgment based off, what you know from previously, what you previously know, or from just watching this? What's your judgment? Guilty, not guilty on the second one?
After beating this case 18 months...
The court system let him go. So, let me know what y'all think.
Behind bars, Mystical's popularity soared. He got more love and trust from fans and critics alike, but all that was about to change. In July 31st, 2022, Mystical was arrested and faced a remarkable amount of charges. The story behind the charges was by far his most controversial. Not only did it involve his baby mama, but also the acts allegedly done in the incident.
First at 6 o'clock, Mystical, a well-known rapper on the wrong side of the law tonight, his third rape arrest over the past 2 decades.
I can't go again. I can't believe no baby mama shit. I don't know. I don't really see no serial rape going on with no baby mama.
And I'm gonna say this, that first time it came from the outside, that second time it came from the outside, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I feel like he was getting his life right, and that could never come from the outside no more. And this third time it came from the inside. He didn't see that coming.
Mystical has 2 kids, Million and Michelle Tyler. The baby mama to his son, Million Tyler, is not publicly known and broke up with Mystical a couple of years ago. The two had been co-parenting for over a decade. The woman showed up to his house unannounced on Saturday to discuss past finances with him. Bear in mind, Mystical had a restraining order against her prior to their meeting that day.
Interesting. So he has a restraining order on her. Okay. He don't want to see her, but she pops up at his house. Let's see. Could he have been framed for this third one? Let's see, based on the details. Because what I did hear, I heard about the third one. I remember this because it was recently, like 3 years ago. He was allegedly off drugs, and it's a wild story. Let's see what they talk about.
In their discussions, they had an argument after she asked him to send money to their son, who is an adult about 22 years old. Mystical then at one moment decided to walk away into the bathroom for a little bit. When he came back, he was a whole different person.
She said that he seemed fine when they were initially talking. At some point, he stepped away, maybe to the restroom. He came back a completely different person. That was when he began to come on to her.
The warrant issued for his arrest the next day details Mystical's alleged aggravated rape. The woman had cuts, bruises on her arms, leg, face, mouth, and neck, and hair yanked from her scalp.
Damn.
The warrant alleges Mystical punched her, pulled her braids from her head, took her phone and keys to prevent her from leaving, choked her to the point she could not breathe, and forcibly raped her. However, Mystical's lawyers disagree and say she made it all up when she didn't have her way.
He had a restraining order against this woman. She shows up unannounced, demanding $1,000 from him, and when he did not give her the $1,000, she said, "I'm going to say that you raped me," and that's what happened. I mean, this.
Damn, what the fuck? All right, man. Listen, see, that's crazy because. All right, this is crazy because that would be. Let's say if he didn't do the shit. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just speaking in general, right? If you're a baby mama that hates your baby father and you hate him to the point where you want to send his ass to jail if he pisses you off and he has a restraining order on you, but yet you're still in however many feet of his, you're in his house and all that, and he tells you no to something, is there a possibility that the woman he has a restraining order on could throw a nutty, do some shit, make it look like he did it in order to frame him, and it be low-hanging fruit that the police and the public believe it? Is there a possibility that could happen? Yes. What could I say? Well, he been in trouble once, twice, for what? Okay, I'm going to say he did this. Now, is that a possibility that could happen where she's lying? Yes. Now, is there a possibility where it can happen where she's not lying? Hell yes. So that's what makes it tricky, and that's what makes it what you can prove, because that's a tricky one right there. She could be lying. She could be telling the truth, and you don't know which way to go, and it's all about what you can prove.
Case is bogus.
What is interesting is when the deputies later found some of the woman's braids in the home, as well as an earring and a broken nail. The woman suffered bruises and cuts, and some of her wounds were consistent with rape.
Yeah, he did it. Guilty. See, now, I'm just saying, it's a possibility that she could lie and it works. But in this situation, yeah. Braids all over, broken nails, scratches, this, that, choked out. Now they go to the DNA, they go to the DNA rape kit and all that. Make sure, they probably did all that too, and And it was over for him, bro. I think he knew it was over. That was his way of giving up. He probably would have killed her, I don't know, man. It's a dark, like, damn, bro, you had it all at one point. You was the man, Mystical. And you went down a deep, deep, dark path, bro. Blew it.
Mystical was arrested and charged of first-degree rape, false imprisonment, domestic abuse battery, by strangulation, simple robbery, and drug charges. Mystical pleaded not guilty to all charges, but the judge ruled to hold him behind bars without bond because of his lengthy criminal record. And the woman reported she thinks he would do it again.
Took the judge about 30 minutes to come to that decision of not having a bond for Mystical and keeping him in jail because of his lengthy criminal history and the fact that the victim in this case said she felt like he would do it again.
Mystical is assured life in prison sentence if convicted of the rape charge. Currently, he is behind bars awaiting trial, after a couple of delayed trials. A detail most people don't know is 3 weeks prior to the incident, another woman had told a man who lives along Mystical Street that Mystical had beaten her up. It was said the deputies were even called to the place, but it's unclear why they didn't even speak to Mystical at the time. Shocking, right?
3 weeks ago, deputies were also called to Mystical Street after a man says a woman came to his door alleging she was beaten by the rapper.
He's the victim in this circumstance?
He is the victim.
Just like he was last time.
Well, that's it for Mystical's criminal record. What do you guys think? Is he guilty or is it just a skim?
What do y'all think? Is he guilty? I'm going with guilty. I ain't gonna lie to you, Mystical. Mystical, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The last one got me. Second one, I'm like, okay, he was framed. Based on the girl who was alleging her own homegirl was like, you called me and told me the real, and I'm telling you, somebody in jail for this shit. I didn't do nothing. You say he didn't do nothing. So on the second one, now the first and the third, it's over with for you, buddy. But you know, I did not know that maybe I knew all the shit, but it was like such a short time. Like I remember him getting out and being with Snoop Dogg though. I remember him signing to Snoop Dogg because this was like when Snoop picked up he picked up Rage Again and he picked up Mystical. What year was that? But the Cash Money shit, I got a vague memory, and just seeing that picture of them together in the video, I'm like, I don't remember that. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. Mystical talent, he had amazing talent, legendary songs. He was part of a legendary group, No Limit Soldiers, man. And his legacy is now in the gutter. It's in the gutter. It's trash. Hang it up. We can never celebrate Mystical or give him the flowers he deserved because for what you did. Like that's not respected. You know what I mean? Now, if you was to catch a body on some gangster shit or something, you can still get your flowers. You would be in jail, but you can still get your flowers. It'd be like, we don't condone it, but it ain't you abusing women and, you know, the R word or touching kids. Or like, you don't get flowers for that. It's over with. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Is he guilty? Is he not guilty? Based on what we reacted to, based on what you know, the facts you know, possibly. Let me know in the comment section, man. And as always, I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like button. Smash that like. And get ready for the next reaction. That's a female. Yeah, man. Okay, those were some good reactions tonight, y'all. We did it. It's 3 hours and 16 minutes on the clock right here, man. We did a 3-banger. Appreciate y'all. Hope I was able to, entertain some of you motherfuckers while y'all at work, while y'all up doing y'all thing, truck driving, whatever the fuck y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Late nighters. Shout out to the late nighters. Shout out to the kicksiders. Everybody smash the like button right now, man. Let's keep these going. Let's keep this shit growing. And let's keep having a good time. Make sure y'all submit the reactions, man. Y'all can go to the goddamn post tab. If you don't want to go to Discord, on the home page of this channel, you go to the tab that says post, and I always post what 4 reactions are coming out, and I post what time I'm going live. You can go in the comment section under there, and you can drop the link to the YouTube video under there. Unless you want to go to Discord. Discord link is in the description of every reaction and every live. Click it, join, go to the entertainment tab, click react, and drop it in there. I'm going to hit the 100 button right underneath it when I save it, so that you know I saw it and I saved it, and I'm going to react to it live the next time I go live, which will be every motherfucking day. Hello! The motherfucking highest, man. I'm up out of this motherfucker till next time, man. Love y'all motherfuckers. Make sure y'all run up the comment section when this video cuts off, man, because you can't go in the comments while it's live. Make sure y'all run up the comment section. Let me know how y'all fuck with this shit. Let me know what y'all think about these reactions tonight. These are some good ones. And shout out to y'all, man. Ace Pit. Love y'all motherfuckers. I'm gone.